Hey, what's up, everyone? You were watching Bad Batch Case of the Mondays with the Boba Squadron. We're going to talk about The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4, Bad Batch. Too many Star Wars toys. So I hope you have your drink. Join us. Hit the thumbs up while you wait through this additional music. Peace. Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review. Everything's backwards now. Why do I choose to do this to myself? But everyone, thank you for tuning in. Happy Monday. You are watching the Boba Squadron. We are here to talk about The Mandalorian, the Bad Batch, the two Star Wars shows over on Disney Plus, and of course here on the channel I talk about a lot of toy collecting and action figures. So we're going to look at some of the associated merchandise and toys that come with these really cool shows. So thank you so much for tuning in on this lovely Monday evening. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us and I appreciate you. And tonight we're going to be chatting with the Boba Squadron. So I hope you got yourself a drink. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, I'm feeling a little under the weather still. So I've got a hot something ginger, brown sugar, roasted ginger milk tea, tapioca. No tapioca. But that's my drink. I hope you have yours. That's for the Boba Squadron. And let's bring on the rest of the gang. First up is not ready. So we're going to go to next. This is a local collector friend who has we've just been hanging out more and it's been really great. I don't know. Has it been great? We'll find out. This is the one and only. No, it's because you switched it to the other guy. That's why I added that line in. You switched it to Little Boba. And I'm like, I had to,
That was Paul. I was just checking to see if the buttons were working. They were. Yeah, see, so there you go. You ripped me off last night. I didn't get my time to shine in the spotlight. Well, it's because, you're very negative. Why do you do this to me? To make Kevin laugh. How's it going, everybody? My drink of choice tonight is I got a strawberry slushy and I forgot to add boba to it. So just a strawberry.
I can hear it. The disappointment in your voice.
So disappointment. The first couple of pulls was like, I can't find any boba. And I'm like sucking and it's just like, no, it's just slushy. And I was so sad. And everybody else, Miles, who usually doesn't drink boba tea, like he had his. He was like, "Oh, this is delicious." And I see all the boba going up the straw. I'm like,
"Oh no!" Did he get double, or you just forgot yours?
I just forgot mine. You have to add it to the slushies, and I forgot.
Yeah, when we went in person, they forgot like all the boba for everyone's drink that time. We just have to keep adding it in. But hey, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you again.
Great to be here.
You had a stream last night. There's these new features. You can add a tagline.
Yeah.
So Paul is the CEO and head nerd of Bitter Asian Dude Inc. And you can see here my website, toyingaround.ca. Let's see what everyone else has in their names. Paul, welcome back. Our next Boba Squadron member is, are you ready now? She's ready. The not looking up nod. Our good friend, Yoko McCann. And muted.
Oh, dang it.
No.
I had a really important picture to post. Sorry.
Oh.
I did not go creative with my little title. I guess you did.
Is it Tamura Morrison as Omega?
No, it was about my shirt. I wanted to tag the shop that made the shirt that I've been waiting. Oh my gosh. I'm also under the weather. Waiting 18 months to wear, and it hasn't been 18 months. But
who makes the shirt, Yoko?
They're called A Fan Of Shop. I just tagged them in my stories. She is a delightful human being and makes delightful fan merch.
Yes.
Star Wars nerds.
So it's a Hauser helmet. I guess we'll add an extra 30 seconds.
My boyfriend's back, guys.
Bad Batch breakdown tonight. Bad Wolf Media with the.
Told you he'd be back. Paul was like, he's dead.
he might have been dead. It sounds like the voiceover on Arrested Development. She was, in fact. She was not, in fact, ready.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who is ready and has been waiting many, many days is our good friend, the Fallen Fett. From
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, Ernie? The Fallen Fett Chronicles on YouTube.
All of it.
I hear it yelling in my echoing in my mind grapes.
I need those subscribers. That's not a cool sound effect there, Paul.
That is the
No,
best
it's
sound
not
effect
cool
I
at
have
all.
on this soundboard.
That is
You're
not
right. It's
cool.
not a cool sound when you're knocked into a pit.
Yeah, speaking of sounds, so Paul's going through his real quick 10-minute intro of just saying hi to everybody really fast because we all know how he does. And then all of a sudden
Only
he
10?
says, "What's up, Ernie?" And then I want to see the baby. What happened? And it was funny because even Paul said, "Why did I play that?" And I'm talking to you while I'm driving on the freeway listening to your show. And I was like, "Yeah, why did you play that? What happened?"
I had all these sounds in the library and I panicked. So I just start pressing buttons like Homer at the nuclear power plant.
That was great.
Do you need a special dialing wand for your sound effects, Paul?
No, I have to switch between because like on the Rodecaster Pro, there's a bank of buttons, 8 buttons, and you can switch between all these boards on it basically, right? So they're not hardwired, but you have to flip through the screen to get to the next presets. And so I was just jumping back and forth, and I was like, and I've been using a lot of the same ones. So I just randomly hit one and was like, oh, I didn't label it properly. So it just sort of,
I would like to see the baby.
just sort of came up and was like, oh, that's awkward.
Well, you are the baby of the squadron, I guess.
I am.
We're not
There you
referring to you as.
He's
Yeah,
the baby?
I am the baby.
Yeah, he's the newest.
I am.
Oh.
He's the
Every
newest
episode.
one here.
The newest and the youngest.
I wish. That is not. This is old man fallen fed over here.
All right. Well, after last week's episode, I was catching some heat for not having enough Bad Batch time cut out.
So now we're going to do even less.
So, despite all of you, no, we'll. I mean, this episode had a little bit more, and I actually got more screenshots. So, and I see Kat Chin is here, and I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. So we'll talk more about Bad Batch today. We'll talk about a little bit of some of the new merch that comes out or that gets announced every week for Mando Mania, because we're all toy collectors. And, Yoko can sit on a t-shirt, not literally, but not wear it for 18 months. That's quite is it a commitment or a gamble that you think it's Hauser's coming back, you know?
I knew he was coming back. So it was no gamble. Come on, they made him a figure. Right, Paul? They made
That
him a
is
figure.
true. They made him a figure and they relabeled it to have
Yeah,
it
the
had
right
his code
name.
name and then
Yeah.
the correct name. So
Oh
that
boy,
wasn't good.
repaints. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Not
It's-
just for
it's-
Mandalorians.
He's handsome.
It's
That's
bad
fine.
when we're toy collectors watching shows. You're like, well, that's a repaint and that's going to be a new thing I have to buy. Or when can we get this as a toy? Especially when I'm watching like every Axe Woves scene. I'm like, when can we get more? Just give me more.
Now with new head sculpt. They made a face for him. So good
They
for you,
made a
Simon.
face.
They did.
So last week it was the vintage collection, I believe, Tuscan Warrior, but there's also a Black Series, the Chieftain, and 2 weeks ago, because these get announced on Tuesday, which is the day after we stream, and then so last Tuesday was a vintage collection Cad Bane and a Paz Vizsla mini bust. Show of hands in the chat. Actually, you don't need to do a show of hands. Just let me know. I'm doing a YouTube poll right now. Collectible busts. Okay? Yay or nay? That's all. It's yay,
I'm
Y,
I'm
A,
just
Y.
not into, like, don't you want, why, like, I want his legs too,
This looks cool, though.
Is that weird to say?
You
I
want
don't
his
get it.
legs.
I don't
Ernie.
get busts.
He's hidden by the bug.
There we go.
Ernie turned into a screensaver. My bad. He was
It's
bouncing
like he's
from
drowning in
corner
a
to corner.
pool, and everybody's ignoring Kevin. It's like, you're the lifeguard, Kevin. Kevin, there's somebody in the corner there, and he's all like,
Please
I'm
help
looking-
me.
I'm looking at busts. Oh, a lifeguard looking at busts. There's a double on top. There's a
You
punchline there
said
somewhere.
show of hands. I like some bust, but this one, wait, go back.
He be busty.
This is hard because I hate when they go outside the bust. So if you're a
What?
person who
What?
has bust, look at how huge his gun is. So as you set up
Wait,
bust in
Stop
your
phrasing
detail,
tonight. My
I
God.
know. Clarify what you mean by a person who has.
look at his gun. That gun is so huge, which is okay. Yeah, it's a staple of his character, right? But to throw it in the bus, like this really sucks for your setup, like where you're displaying it, because he's going to need that much more room.
You
That's
just
like a
angle
whole
it.
nother butt. You can't though, because then you're in the front, or if you put him in the back,
You
Either
don't
he's
want
gonna
it
be in the back.
crossing swords. I mean, guns
I'm
with
serious.
the next bust.
Yes, you can't. You can't.
He just
So that's what's hard when they do this type of
he
thing.
just doesn't feel himself without showing off his big gun.
I guess so. I
I
mean, like I
think-
said, I get it, but
hey, he brought it with him when they went to save his
to
kid.
Oh,
climb
are we
all
jumping
way
to
up
the
there.
end of the episode already?
Was
Jump
that
around
this
everywhere.
week's? Was that this week's? Oh Jesus! I was about.
I
to
don't like
full on
busts
go
where
in.
they cut off the arms, like at the shoulder. And
Th-
it's
That's
just
not
like
even a
freaking-
bust.
Yeah,
What's
that's what's the name, Yoko?
I don't know.
It's
That's
not
a bust.
A helmet?
I don't. No, because
they
I have those
if
two
it's-
where
if
they
it's
don't.
upper body and the
But they're smaller though
chestular
too.
area,
And
the
that's
head.
it.
Sometimes they have
Yeah.
arms cut off. I think those are
Yes.
weird.
Oh, that's even weirder.
I
But
have a
yeah.
couple of those, but I have some really good ones from Transformers to, of course, Star Wars. I love these ones. I've been waiting on my Boba Fett forever from the book of Boba Fett. You know, the new colored one. I don't know when they're going to get that in. So that's the only thing about Bus is they show it, but then it takes a long time to get out. So just waiting.
Yeah, the Shakespeare
So
bust from Batman. That's a bust. It doesn't
so this
have
is like a bust plus then? That's even worse? I don't know.
Yeah,
Bust.
when they extend out like this with all these extra pieces, it's just so hard to display. If you're into bust,
It
that's all I'm
just, like,
saying.
give me the rest of it is all I'm saying, you know?
So shower Bucky bust. I'm not asking yes or no, but do you want
You're not?
just the upper or the lower half? If it's just the bust.
I mean, I don't think it would be called a bust if it was the lower.
Oh, that's true.
And it's just a statue.
That would be called the butt. And
The bust and the butt, probably.
DK, how's it going, man? Good to see you alive and well, my friend. Eating some chicken sandwiches, unrotted. And also we have the Cad Bane vintage collection. I'll probably look into getting one of these. Is this exclusive? Probably not.
I feel like if I saw it, I would pick it up,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to pre-order it.
I wish he came with Toto.
Mm.
Oh yeah, was he in the show? Was he in the live action?
Well, we heard him at the end, remember? The cutaway.
Did we?
We did?
Oh, was that a cutscene?
What?
My
you,
bad.
Were you dreaming?
Was that in my screener only?
Was
My
that
bad.
in your fan fiction?
My bad.
Oh, speaking of which,
See what I did there?
nice transition, Ernie.
I try.
What?
I have gained access, or will future access for more Disney Plus shows. Hopefully, some screener access for us in the future. So screenshots will be in good quality, good high definition, hopefully. So that's something to look forward to for the channel. I don't know if it's too late for Mando. We'll see tomorrow if it's available. If not, next show. But, you know, that's one
Wait.
step closer to celebrate.
Get the screener for Wednesday's episode tomorrow on Tuesday.
I don't know if they're even doing it early for Mando. That would be crazy.
Because that's do they give out screeners for every episode? I thought it was just for like a couple of episodes.
The beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning, and then that's it, just so they can get the initial write-ups.
Okay, hopefully just the beginning. I don't know. I'm new here. We'll figure
Right.
it out. On the next show, we'll know. But there's some Mando Mania stuff for last week. I kind of went out of order there. There's a lot of people in the chat now talking, so I don't want to leave them behind. And then we'll go into, I don't know, do you guys have any pickups, Boba Squadron, to go through?
We should show off that adorable little BD that went up today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the remote controlled one.
Pre picked up. Does that count?
Yes, sure. Where is it?
Pre-orders
Disney?
count.
Shop Disney?
Yeah.
All right. While I do that, is it a BD?
I
Look
linked
up
right.
BD. Don't look up SBD.
What's that?
Silent but deadly. You asked.
You can't Google farts, Ernie.
You can try.
You
Smell-o-vision.
can try it, though.
Shop Disney has a BD remote control. What are the features here, Yoko?
I don't know. I just bought it instantly.
All right. The features are it makes you spend money without looking.
Well, for
Because look at him.
$110, it's got to do
cute.
something.
It comes with a remote control. He like moves around. I don't
It's got
care.
lights.
That pops
He's
up.
lights
cute.
up.
He's gonna love me, and that's all that matters.
I have a
Moves
question.
forward, backwards,
110?
side to
I'd
side.
buy one.
It's got a sound button. I see a little sound button, so it must make
Yeah.
so maybe some pre-recorded.
Authentic movement and light and sound features.
There you go.
Is this part of the droids? You know,
Yeah, like yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know if it is.
Okay.
I think it. Yeah, I don't think
Kind
it
of
is.
looks like it because it's not. Oh, because that controller looks
It
like
doesn't
their
have
controller.
like the. I don't think it has like the personality chip thing and stuff like that. You know.
No, but you
Oh,
know
no.
they sell the other ones. You know how I got remember I
chopper?
got Chris yes, like those.
Yeah.
There's a chopper, there's an R2, there was
Yeah.
Babu Frick, like that. 3PO.
You're talking about Droid Depot, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The
Could be
Droid
not-
Depot
yeah.
sells if you don't put it together yourself, they sell them in a box like
Oh,
this. So
Yeah, I think it's like those. I don't think he's gonna be like a build your
Correct.
own.
yeah. I don't think so either.
Well, Yoko has is there a link in your Twitter?
Yep. I have an affiliate link in my stories and on Twitter. And if you have a 20% off coupon, like they mailed out a bunch of 20% off coupons, it works on this, which surprised me.
Nice.
So
So like 80, 90 bucks?
yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So
All right.
I picked up BD and I picked up that Bo-Katan doll with my coupon. So that's exciting.
Do you pronounce the U in coupon or
Cu-
coupon? Paul, do you say
coupon?
coupon or coupon? Oh, he turns a little
He
boba.
just left.
So I said coupon. Coupon.
Coupon. Is that
Coupon.
Canadian? Ernie?
Coupon?
Oh,
I just got to take off my hoodie.
is
Did
it
I
just
say it
me?
wrong? Coupon?
No, you guys say it the same. I say coupon.
Coupon. Oh. Coupon.
Well, let's not draw any conclusions, all right? Not this month.
Coupon.
Thank you everyone so much for tuning in and and supporting the channel. We've been having a lot of fun doing the recaps of these shows and appreciate your being here and hanging out with us in the chat. Even if you're watching on the replay, feel free to comment anything that crosses your mind. I will try to get to it every day as quickly as I can.
Fairy
Oh, that's Yoko.
That's you. That's
I
not
thought
me.
that was Paul. I'm like,
It's
what's
not
this
me.
from Star
No.
Wars?
Not me. It's the fairy. That's
It was so funny.
It was Yoko.
Because when I saw Paul's eyes go up, like that's not me. I had to look at mine, like, did I press something? That was great.
It's quitting time. We have the Toy Farce here first in the chat. How's it going? I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for being here. Winger loses
up,
here.
brother?
Norn Radicals. What's going on? Bitter Troll. Catchin. Welcome. Tommy K says, go banana. Not sure the context there, but because everyone's racing, maybe.
Yes.
Aaron S. I am TJ Williams. What's going on? I think I almost went perfect too. Oh, you get the trivia yesterday. Toy Rensu, what's going on? He's 8th. That's not a claim to fame, really. Customs by Machu, how's it going? Another channel member, thank you for being here. And yeah, got some cool stuff to show this week, hopefully. D Sertle, what's going on? I had a toy show. I worked a toy show yesterday, and Daniel was nice enough to hang out with me the whole day. We spent the whole day together, and he didn't even subscribe to the channel. But that's okay. That's okay. Bitter Vader 74, what's going on? Do I have an echo? Do you hear an echo? Matt Logic 44, welcome back. John Takis is here, another from the Bitter Brigade. Fantastic. Pleasure having you here. Nightmare Nemo, what's going on? Anton Atard, highly articulated. What's up? Anyone else hoping we get a Keller and Beck Black Series figure? Absolutely. Why not? You can use a lot of those parts. Bad Wolf Media mentioned earlier. Welcome back. Tim Manuel Miranda. Legendary poser. How's it going, everybody? Stream Elements. Good to see you again.
That's the homie. Yes. Always there to support.
Kat Chin says she's going to flip a table if I skip 3-minute Bad Batch summary. I mean, 3 minutes is a bit of a stretch. There's a lot there. RMD, what's going on, RMD? Yeah, a lot of names in the chat. Great to see everyone chatting with each other. Kevin should give Bad Batch at least 15 minutes of a recap. Whoa. That's quite a commitment. I'm not ready for that. Captain Crispy, what's going on? Says I hit thumbs up. Thumbs up to that. Bronx Ninja, what's going on? You need something strong to kill the germs. I know. I need more alcohol. Super Mighty Mega in the house. Welcome. Paul Morales. Mr. Ryan Clark, good to see you. And I think nope, new people. Hauser or Bucky, Yoko? One has to disappear forever.
No.
The answer.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
I had no idea what Katchin was saying. I'm like, who's Afinoff? And that's the brand you were talking about, a fan of.
Yeah. I know.
Ernie?
I sure know what she speaks.
Huh.
Why is your thing all in caps, says Nightmare Nemo? Because that's how he talks. He types like he talks.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, Anna. Anna says Paul needs a spreadsheet for his sound effects. She had that one ready. Marco Galaxy Squadron in the chat. Welcome back. Says the vintage collection Cad Bane is fire. Nay, are these all for bus or?
Must be.
Probably. It seems to be going that line.
Stay tuned for collectible legs. We have Angela watching from Texas. Thanks for tuning in. That's awesome. Matt Logic 44. I think we got Alfredo M. I like big busts and I cannot lie. You other collectors can't deny.
Wow,
obviously.
That was good.
Because I use that for when they have new Build-A-Figures. I like big baths and I cannot lie. Innocent is here. Hey, Innocent, great to see your name again, man. TK says, I live. Or are you trying to say you're alive?
Not for long.
And that's how you spell alive. I live.
Not for long.
I live.
Jordan.
Secretory, all right.
Secretory.
He's secreted. He's secreted, all right.
The assistant to the secretory, or is he the assistant secretory?
I don't know. All I know is he's
only
secreted.
time will tell.
He be secreting.
Oh my god.
Alive.
I love Pickle D. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. Nico Hodge says, I'm watching you.
What's up, Nico? Shut up, Kevin. What's up, Nico? How's it going? I saw you almost lose it, but I don't know.
Nestor
I saw
v,
you almost
or
lose
5. Abracalena, welcome back. Kuya Kicks, what's going on? Oh my gosh. I got a new table. My table got moved in the toy show, and I ended up behind right by Kuya Kicks and Drew Olive, 2 awesome dudes. So I was very, very glad to have that happen to me. Collectibles. All right. I think that's it for the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Alfredo M is a new member.
Hello there.
Welcome to the channel, and thank you for supporting the content. If you're a channel member, appreciate you so much. If you're wondering what's going on with that, it's just a way for you to support the content here. There's different tiers. You see everyone using some of these special emojis in the chat to talk to each other. That's the main unlock, and then there's some early access videos and some member only content in the chat, and I'm reloading something. Tommy K with 5 gifteds on YouTube. Oh my gosh, thank you, Tommy. Everyone, if you got a membership from Tommy, nice try, Ringer Lose. I just got to it. If you got a membership from Tommy, please show some love. Say thank you, Tommy. That's very nice of you. You also have the option of gifting the 1 month membership to other people. So that's super nice of Tommy. No shut up from me. Ernie, wait, did you get one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you got it last month. You won one last month, so you can't. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Not yet?
Too soon.
Oh, never mind. Check the comment.
Do we have a good did you have a good soundbite for Tommy, Paul? Or was it's a trap?
Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one.
No, it's
That's
not.
a,
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
there you go. That's for Tommy.
I feel like
15
I hate you was planned.
No, my hand slipped.
I'm
Total
gonna get you
accident.
that dialing wand. Yoko, you've been holding on to that shirt for 18 months. Any other related pickups
Has it been 18
this
months?
week? You said it was. So
I know.
you
It feels like it. Well, I ordered BD. No, I think that's about it for this week. I wasn't exactly out and about.
That's true. That's true. Ernie, how about you?
How
Oh,
are you
Pat,
feeling, Yoko?
backwards,
You feeling
please.
better?
I am doing much better, thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Did I get anything this weekend? No, I sold a bunch of Star Wars stuff this weekend, so that's cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a little, one of those little street fair shows, and all 3 of us represented. Corinne with her ears, Riley with her yarn. I still can't say it, Yoko.
So for
And then-
people who are wondering, what does that mean with her ears? Why don't you?
The Disney ears. Corinne
Okay.
is on Magically Crafted. No, sorry. Castle and Couture. She changed
Like-
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Castle and Couture with her Disney ears that she does. And then Riley makes those little figures and lots of things with yarn. And I had a whole bunch of old stuff to go through. So it was really cool. Didn't get gifted. It's true. Rigged. How did I not win one this time?
Because you're already mid gift.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
gift.
Yeah. And then I brought out a whole bunch of stuff of pops and figures. And it's cool because you see everybody walk by at first, like just glance over the table. Then the real collectors. I don't know if this is for you too, Kev, but I don't know what you were selling. But and they stop like after they pass your table, like, whoa, wait a second. Is that what I saw? And then they kept coming back. So I had some really good conversations this weekend. So if you are watching this show and I saw you this weekend, say what's up. Hi, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. And here it is. Yeah, well, because I told him for every time I'm like, I know Carson Tiva, so for everyone that's here, you give me $1,
my
I'll say hi
God.
on the show.
Oh
I ended
my
up with like
God,
$50.
again.
It was awesome.
That's going to
So,
be end of this show or end of your show on Wednesday.
I'm gonna act like it was this show, and then like, oh no, Kevin cut me off because it's his show. Sorry. So we'll see what happens.
I had the word like the lamest lowballer at my table. I was
Oh,
replying to
for
somebody's
real?
message, and this guy picks up a loose Marvel Legend on my table, and he's like, "How much is this?" So I look up. I'm like, that one." I didn't want him to haggle with me, so I'm like, $10. Marvel
Uh-huh.
Legends, Phantom X, all the accessories, $10 Canadian. The guy looks at me and then he's looking at it. So I went back to the message and he goes, "How about 5?" And without looking up, I'm like, "Nope."
Yep.
And then he was like, "Oh, I'll think about it." And then he left. I'm like, I don't need to be nice to that.
Yeah,
Screw that guy.
Yeah.
I did good. Did you do good during your show though?
I made some good money.
That's
And
good.
that's all going towards San Diego Comic-Con. But man, like, why am I don't know you. Why am I giving you 50% off?
That
no
what we're
reason.
supposed to be selling for Comic Con? I thought we were getting tickets with those screeners. No, that hasn't happened yet.
You have to make your way onto the show. That's what you're selling and raising all the money for.
All right.
last week I didn't get anything new Star Wars, but I opened this credit collection Mando because of all the Mandalorians we've been seeing on screen lately in different colors. I thought this would be a nice figure. How dare you? Nice figure to have as a background character to build out more scenes. And you know what? Throughout this week's episode, I was so happy that I had this.
Yeah.
I know Paul got some stuff. I got a big bag of stuff from somebody for you, but I won't. I'll let you do the honors of opening that on your channel. But did you get other Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, I got a 1/6 scale Dark Trooper from my friends over at Sideshow, which is really, really nice. I was on another channel, another channel, Jeddah Patrol. He is a 1/6 scale collector. And we've been talking about trying to get an appearance on each other's shows, and finally, like, the stars aligned. We were able to do that. It was a nice, I had a nice visit on his channel, and did a bit of a, did an unboxing for the Dark Trooper, which was really cool. Half-assed review.
Awesome.
And and then I also got, where is it? What did I get? Where did it go? Or did I get it last week? I can't remember. Anyways, I got this. I know I said I was out. I wasn't going to do Black Series anymore. So I got this in true fashion. I got this in just because of the last few episodes of the Bad Batch. You got these, this is Scorch, the Republic Commando. So I thought, all right. But I am selling a majority of my Black Series collection. In fact, we were just going through it today, and there's a big pile of stuff that's going to be getting ready to be shipped out. To create.
Is Anna adding that to the pile immediately?
No, she was actually very good. She was always like, I was sitting there, you're sort of going, what do I keep? What do I let go of? And she said, just keep it. You've kept it this long. It's fine. I was like, no. So I throw it on a pile, which now I think was reverse psychology. She Jedi mind tricked me to get rid of a few of those figs, but it's cool.
Oilers Workshop said I had a dude talk me down to $1
Ooh.
on a DC Multiverse Deathstroke. You mean like down? He paid you $1, or like he wanted $1 off? Because that's crazy. Either way.
I respect
but also,
the
welcome
hustle.
to the show. No, not that at all. Normally, my tactic is, especially on Facebook Marketplace, every message is a low ball. It's like, I'm selling this for 40. How about 20? Like, how about 50? And then they're like, but you went up on the original price. I'm like, you went down.
Yeah.
And then they get mad at me for changing the terms of the deal. Come on.
I did really good. Unfortunately, I wish you the best of luck, Paul, because I sold tons of pops and other stuff, and I didn't sell one Black Series. So I was like, come on, we got to just get the Star Wars stuff out there.
Well, there's always prizes. You can always turn them into prizes.
I got tons of those too.
So,
well, that's, I guess, the toy stuff for this week. We will be... Oh, the poll says 77% of the chat says nay to collectible busts.
Oh, come on.
it's cool. We'll hold the poll again in another couple of weeks.
I like
Let's
them.
see.
I don't have space for them.
You don't have any?
I don't have half the shelves.
How many do you have, Paul?
I got a couple. I got one up right now.
If I guess, I definitely have at least a dozen. Y'all sick? See, you got me the exclusive one. That's nice in color.
Yeah, it's lovely. I got this is a Christmas present.
That's awesome.
The only time I really wanted them was when we went to visit Adam when I was out there in his office, and they have that one room with every Star Wars bust in that room, and I'm like, these are gorgeous.
I know they have like there's Afra and there's like Sabine, I think, maybe the other rebels too, and like that's tempting just because there isn't so much stuff for them. But still, I'm like, I want the whole dang thing.
So then, if you had a choice in Yoko between the bust or a full-blown statue, which are way larger because they include the legs, you would want the statue?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yoko has statues. What if it's a Darth Maul and you can display it just half? Or
it's a good
they give
one.
you the legs.
Loophole. Kev would find a loophole.
Always
around. Yeah.
Always be holing. That's
Nice.
what people say. All right, that's
You say that though, and that's so good.
the toy stuff this week. Everyone, we're going to talk about the Bad Batch for about 73 seconds. If you haven't seen the episode yet, spoiler warning.
Get 'em,
Spoilers
Cat.
ahead. Get them, Cat.
Get 'em,
And
Cat.
right after that, we'll do the Mandalorian season 3, episode 4.
I would like to see the baby.
He's here. He's already here.
It's my favorite.
Ernie is already here. Again, if you haven't watched it yet,
Sorry, I'll stop.
is that mashing of the buttons again, or were you finding an actual appropriate soundbite?
It's not as instantaneous as I would like it to be.
Oh,
So you've already sort of moved on before I get a chance to, and you have no idea I'm going to be doing it. So it's like, all right.
you've got to be quicker, and
I find
predict.
your lack of faith disturbing.
He started that actually 5 minutes ago. That
Yes.
soundbite. But
Yeah, it's just
we are on episode 14, Tipping Point. There's 2 episodes left, and they're both airing at the same time, right? So that's 2 episodes of Bad Batch. Yoko, how much stuff did you just spill?
I didn't spill any, but you saying they're airing at the same time, just
Yeah, on the same day,
yeah.
but they won't. Oh, I guess
What's the
technically,
difference?
I mean, I know. I was thinking through it. I'm like, he's not wrong, but it doesn't sound.
you could play
Right.
the last one first, and
Yeah.
then the penultimate one.
Like, you could play Mando and the 2 episodes all at the same time, I suppose, if you really wanted to.
They will both be available on Disney Plus. Is this satisfactory?
Yes, thank you.
All right, now I completely lost all the screenshots.
Okay, so then since you lost it, how early does it pop up for you guys? So the
10.
last episode of Mando was at least 9 minutes early for me.
Yeah. Ernie,
Same for you guys?
I think it's the same for everyone.
But there's 3 a.m. So I was wondering though.
Well,
Yeah,
but
but
that's time
but
zone.
3
that's
a.m.
how
is
time zones work.
we're 3 hours. It's the same.
No,
Oh, Ernie,
there's not somebody who's pushing a button saying release like that,
That
and
is-
then it's like, I know Ernie really needs to go to work, so here you go, homie. Here's 10 minutes. And then I don't know if your guys will come out at 3 because you're in the Canadas.
you're
So-
not. You're not being serious, are you? You're trolling us, right? You're trolling us. You must be, Ernie.
I was wondering. Yeah. So then it starts at 2:50 for you guys? Yes?
Yes,
Is that right?
yes, because that would be
All right.
your time.
Okay.
11:50.
Yes.
3 hours. of difference.
All right. I got it now.
As the host of the show, I don't know what to say at this moment.
I was just trying to fill time for you so you can get resituated. And obviously
Oh.
it didn't work out.
You took one
So-
for the
No, it
team.
was perfect.
I'm
You
trying to have a
nailed it.
question over here. Yeah, you know what? It just hit me that it's the same exact time. It's not 3 hours later. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's exactly how my head is right now. Thank you.
Time is both fast
Wow.
and slow.
And slow. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Someday I'll make it to the show.
Oh, man.
You
Thanks,
sweet
squad,
summer
for
guy.
having my back too. Wow.
I didn't say
Everybody
anything.
over there.
I was more in shock.
No,
But
no,
yes,
not.
they do drop 10 minutes before the hour.
And
to
it's
answer
all at
that
the
part.
same time too. If you didn't know that,
All at the same
all at
time.
the same time.
Same
They air,
time.
they air all at the same time.
I should
They're
really
available.
eat before I come on the show. All right, go ahead. Ken.
I usually rush my kids out of the house as early
Yeah.
as I can on Wednesday morning. I'm like, gotta go.
Yeah. All right.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Set.
And
I'm glad we all get to see it at the same time. All right.
Oh, man.
man, daylight savings must be a disaster for you.
It is. Right when I finally set that last clock, it's a week later I have to change it again. So yeah. Always happens like that.
Professional timekeeper.
You know what, Anton? I did used to love to wear that little stopwatch when I was a kid all the time. And I don't know why. But if I could have that stopwatch that hung around your neck, I thought I was a baller. I did. Not playing the sports, but I had
Alright,
me a
well-
stopwatch.
We'll get you a stopwatch for your birthday, Ernie.
Are you serious? That'd be
Yeah.
legit.
I'll bling it for you.
Ooh.
All right, Yoko, who is this? Who is this in the beginning of our episode?
This
of Bad
would be the most handsome clone of all clones.
Batch? And by
Captain
definition, clones are exact copies of each other.
But they're
Except for
not.
the batch that
They're
goes
not.
bad. Oh, Alfredo, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Wow.
you. Far too kind.
Wow.
Sent a super chat, says, I'm ready to take Ernie's place. Well, I'll leave your super chat there, right over Ernie, for a little bit.
Wow. That's fine. Thanks a lot, Alfredo. Appreciate that. Mhm. Man.
Paul's liking that one. I don't know why.
Your Mike
Yes, thank
Wazowski'd him.
I did. I was ready to put my fingers up again because I was drowning behind the sign.
Oh my god.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
yes,
I'll wait
you know
till
As
what?
long as we're not hiding the handsome clone, please.
The jawline
you.
is a little bit
It is.
Yeah.
extra
You know,
sharp
I
there.
think he's actually an
More
enhanced
defined.
clone too. He was enhanced with the handsome DNA.
Were you
Hipster
ready to
clone.
like-
fight?
Huh?
Were you ready to
Just-
fight that stormtrooper?
I'm always ready to fight stormtroopers. Ernest, let's be honest.
Eyes
His
front,
posture?
inmate.
Oh, reminds me to sit up straight. Thank you.
His
Galaxy
posture,
Squadron.
his jawline, his hair.
He looks like Coffee House clone.
What?
You know, he's got that hipster sort of haircut, and he put on a nice cardigan. He goes in, he orders that fancy coffee. That's really good for your digestive system. That's what he looks like right there.
All the girls
He's
tell him
looking at the
hi.
menu, going, which one should I order today? Like, that's what he looks like. He's just like
That's
so
what he's
happy.
looking
I'm
up.
okay with that, you know.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying that's how well put together he
Yeah.
is. He's
Is
in
that-
line to be
You
marched
call me, you know.
into detent. Like he's gonna be taken to Mount Tantus to be, experimented on. And there he is, head held high, just as casual as if he's ordering a latte.
So, has it been 18 months since we last saw him, Yoko?
Okay, wait. When did Bad Batch actually end?
I don't know. A year and a half seems like a long time, but he was in that episode with. I don't even remember. He got arrested.
When
I
they were
remember that.
in with Hera's parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. There you go.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Approximately.
Okay, so
But you guys
So-
saw the episode at the same time, so doesn't matter how long ago.
same time zone.
Equally long ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it 3 hours after Yoko. So Hauser, we see, along with other clones, have been arrested and detained, and the episode starts off with them being loaded onto a ship and being transported somewhere. Is that Hauser? It is. It is. They actually
Oh, yeah. If we didn't make that clear.
specifically- yes. And it just so happens this particular transport ship is being raided by Echo and his squad of clones that have been running around helping out other clones. And I love the ship that they're in. It's so fast, I couldn't even get a good screenshot. It's so blurry. It's like the Flash. It's the Flash
Great.
of
Great shot.
spaceships. But it has that, what's it called? The leech shuttle?
The leech vessel.
Yeah, and it attaches to another part of the transport ship, and they rescue him. Okay, here we go. I'm glad Kat's here because I was about to skip ahead really far. I was hoping she wasn't paying attention. Corinne's here too. Hey, Corinne.
Hi, Corinne.
Hi, babe.
Is this an acceptable pace, Kat, of how I'm? And I found the key was if I skipped ahead too far, then Paul would chime in, or anyone would chime in about, but you skipped this and this and this, and then I don't have to narrate it. And you took over. It was the best part, Paul. It was actually my plan the whole time. You know, they say on the internet, the fastest way to get the correct answer is not to search it, but to like make a wrong statement. And somebody will go, I'm actually, and tell you everything. You'll have all the answers. You don't have to do research. So that's basically all I had to do. But again, step in at any
That's your
time.
strategy here?
Yes. I'll leave that message. Echo, Fireball, and I think it's Gregor's also on the ship because
Yeah, he was somewhere. Yeah.
I think he was in
piloting
the
it, wasn't he?
He was
he was the
piloting it.
last screen cap you showed.
That was him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I remember
I
hearing
only
the
have
crazy
eyes
voice.
for one clone.
that's all you saw.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
talking about his voice, you have ears for others.
I
But
do
anyway,
have
they're
ears.
rescuing the clones, and they're see cat perfect. This layout doesn't work, and they're trying to delete all the information because they don't want it to get out there that they're being transported to this secret facility.
Wait,
where-
what was the kid's name on Andor? Was his name Nemec too?
Yes.
They can't like come up with different names.
I know a lot of Johns.
True.
You know a lot of Johns, like
Yeah.
okay, and then we see the Imperial officer, another one of those with the Star Wars cyanide pill. Rather than giving up the information of the secret project and its hidden base, the Empire likes hidden bases, don't they? He decides to kill himself, but they're able to recover part of the data that's on the ship. Hey, what's up, Aiden Skate? That's not him. That's him. This recap is getting a bit long. Are we over the time limit? Should have started a clock. We go back to Crosshair, who's in the facility with the scientist, who basically just says, like, just tell me where the Bad Batch is. And, they're in possession of something I need. And Crosshair deduces. What am I missing, Yoko? That he's after Omega, which we kind of knew when when the scientist was talking to one of the Kaminoans like 2 or 3 episodes ago. There's a lot of shots of the scientist lady. Do you think there's more to her than what's being shown in this episode? Paul, Yoko, Ernie?
I do, yes. I think like that. I think I was wondering if the shot that she gave him was actually kind of like an adrenaline boost or something, and then he escapes right after. Then he only hits her with the stun. Yeah.
But that's the thing. She's very pragmatic in the way she deals with him. Like, she's not as cold, but she also says, "There's no way you can get out. Like, this card isn't going to help you." Like, the entire time, and she tells the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while I think she is kinder, just the way she deals with, like, she's not an asshole, basically, right? Like, Hemlock is a jerk, and she's very much like, she's sympathetic to a certain point, but it's like, I'm going to run these experiments on you because I have to. But she tells the truth. It's like, there's no way for you to escape. You're just making this harder for yourself, type thing. But they keep featuring her. There's 2 of them, right? And so I don't know. I mean, he's got underlings. Hemlock needs other scientists to work underneath him at this point because he's too big to do all the dirty work himself, type thing. But whether this plays more or whether she's just like a scientist that's always there as a plot device, who knows?
I also want to know, do you guys think that she's another female clone?
No, Daniel thinks
Daniel does. That's what he said to me yesterday.
I mean, is it a coincidence that like she also sounds like Omega?
Correct. Right. That's why I was saying. And if you look at her, I mean, if you throw the hair and everything and the way that
Ernie didn't want to be the one to point it out.
I think she is.
Yeah.
Well, if they have her, then why are they so interested in getting Omega?
No, because I think Omega is with abilities. Like they said, she was the last of Clone Force 99. And then too, like he said to him, is you healed so fast. Wow. So there is something definitely different about them. And who knows
there's
what they
2
put
of
in
her? There's 2 of her?
I thought there was 1 of her.
Well, sorry, there are 2 female scientists. There was one off the shuttle, and then they had that conversation.
They look the
a couple
same?
of episodes. Yeah, because they had the glasses and they had the uniforms and stuff on.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure if I realized there were 2 of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe they are clones.
Yeah.
I didn't get the sense that they were the same, like that they were clones of each other, like they were different enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's that the episode where they had that creature that escaped on that one on the one ship, and they went down.
Oh, yeah.
So she came down and said, "Okay, one of our, unload this, and they were sort of chatting with each other during the introduction of Hemlock when he comes out.
That one,
two
I
female
think
scientists.
the attitude is more sinister, and
Yeah.
this scientist, like you said, is more.
Do they
like,
both have the accent?
No,
I wasn't
think
paying
so.
attention, to be honest.
Oh.
it's also, I guess, animation close enough. They're still. They brought back Senator. Is it Tucci?
Tucci.
Tucci is Lil Wayne. Tucci.
Is it Tucci? Like
Still
Stanley
Tucci?
Tucci?
No, it's Chuchi.
Tucci.
Tucci.
Chuchi. Tucci
Is
is
it
Little
Chuchi?
Wayne.
Tucci.
Tucci.
Yeah.
So it's
Chuchi,
not Lil
like-
Wayne.
Like choo choo. But this is Chuchi.
Wait, what's
So-
that?
Not to be confused with Chachi.
No, not Chachi. That's Joni.
Joni loves Chachi.
Yes. This is Chuchi.
I don't get that reference.
Who
guys.
loves Tucci?
You are too young.
I don't know. Maybe Echo? Did you guys feel that?
Echo
Like
loves
when she
Tucci?
told him to be careful? Yeah. Like, is there
She
something
did
going
touch
on
his
there?
shoulder.
Yes. That's what I was
Aw.
calling it. She
I'm
did.
here for it. I'm here for
Because she
it.
stopped him. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, dang, we're getting a lot of clone love here. And
They
so,
deserve it. You know what?
yeah.
They deserve it.
for reals. And so I did. I honestly did. Anybody else think that? Chat? Did you guys think that? Because she called, like, he walked away and she specifically called him and then did the hand on the shoulder. You be careful. Like,
But,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
Katchin said she got the T-shirt that says "Clone Armor does it for me" or something like that. So
Mhm. But like Echo when Hauser is right there though, you know.
She likes the parts. I don't know.
she likes the parts. And on to the next.
Let's
Um,
discount that perhaps they've been working together and she might have some legitimate concern instead of romantic overtures.
Oh, all
Maybe
right.
there's that consideration as well. But hey, if they want to get it on, I'm not going to judge. But perhaps we're reading, as Star Wars fans often do, a little bit too much into some
That's true.
certain situations.
No, we
It's
were
true.
just, you know,
My bad.
we were on a roll there, I think.
Hey, you got it, Fonzie. All right, go ahead.
New theory in the making, courtesy of Ernie. Oh, what happened here?
Can clones mate?
What? Who?
They can
Aaron?
only make clones of themselves.
But didn't they have that one clone who,
Yeah, the
who
one who
buggered off
escaped.
and he had a family?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So they can reproduce.
Yeah.
I don't think they try to reproduce with each other.
No,
That would be a little bit difficult. Not impossible, but a little difficult.
Oh my god.
This is Star Wars. We don't
This
know.
This is the strangest Boba Squadron
This is
episode
way
yet.
more than the allotted 3 minutes.
Good
for
thing we
this
got those
episode.
screeners. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, my access is gone. What
Hera
happened?
and Rex did
Yeah.
not have a baby. Oh my god.
What?
Hera and Rex?
Had a
I
baby.
think that was Kanan.
Pretty sure
No.
that was
Spoilers
Well,
workshop. You got some
Kane's
catching up to do. Spoiler alert.
Here we
That's,
go.
But
that's
I
some
I
alternate
can't with the
universe.
chat right now.
I
If
know.
you're listening, just press the live chat button, or if you're watching the replay, press the live chat button, and you're gonna get the rest
Wow.
of this conversation. Oh my goodness! But anyway, I think the
oh, careful, Yoko. Careful. Put your hands up.
she's choking.
To his.
She needs her inhaler. Okay, we'll let Yoko catch her breath and get her inhaler. I think the gist of this scene is
At
that
least it's
they-
not a Ronto
um,
rap this time. Huh.
they're it's just handsome clones. They're kind of revealing that they've been detained for speaking out against the Empire. Other clones, other batches have gone before them, and Echo says, I discovered some information. I know somebody who can help me decipher this, and I'll go find them. So we know where he's going to go, but we go back to Crosshair again. He manages to escape. He grabs a blaster and shoots down some stormtroopers and escapes. That scientist again, she's like, you're not going to get very far. This is pointless. Don't do this. So I don't know if she cares about him or just like, don't shoot me. It's not going to make a difference. You don't need to do anything here. But I like that they added the detail that he's so groggy from the interrogation droid that he actually misses a shot first. Like his aim is usually impeccable, but now that he's injured, just back to normal human or clone standards, but still better than Stormtrooper aim. And he gets to a communications tower, or he uses the controls to send out a message through the tower for Plan 88 to one of their emergency frequencies right before he gets gassed by Dr. Hemlock and his own brand of toxins that he's immune to. Everyone's immune to their own brand, so we know what gas that is.
Here's a funny thing, though. Hemlock, his name itself, he's named after a poisonous plant, right? The hemlock plant is every bit of it is toxic.
I didn't know that.
So I thought that was a neat little sort of
over that's a nice.
But hemlock is a poisonous plant. So
nice, Paul. All right, we go back to the island from the episode, which will not be named or recapped.
Pabu?
Pabu? Pogo?
Pabu.
Yes.
Pabu. I only know that because it's one sound off from meaning idiot in Korean.
What is idiot?
Habo means somebody stupid. So the Isle of Pabo. Oh, Pabu. Oh. Okay.
The Isle of Idiots. Look at the big brain on Paul.
Yeah, I put that together myself. I did. So I think that's his big thing. So here's my I'm gonna throw it to the wall and see if it sticks. He's the final solution for the clones is genocide. He's developing something to wipe them all off, wipe them all out cleanly. And he needs
without affecting other people.
Yeah. He needs because that's the gas he's working on. It's like, are you feeling it? It's like, I'm immune to it. So that's my theory is because his name is Hemlock. He's developed a poison gas. He needs a pure straight, like Omega is like Boba, a pure unchanged or unmodified genetic strain of Django. And I think he needs that so he can take out I think that's Plan 99. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Nice.
It's a way better idea than Ernie's. It's pretty good.
Euler says, I gotta apologize to that 15-year-old kid I argued with last week about Hera and Rex having a kid.
No, you doubled down on that.
What did you do, Jordan? What did you say?
Oh man, that sucked. Yeah, because I saw Kat tell him, what had happened, and then
what did Kat say?
Then she was telling him about Rebels.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I'm like, well, what if something happened down the road?
After, yeah. I'm actually not kidding. Oh no. Oh,
it's okay. I enjoy that fan fiction though.
Everyone go follow Euler's Workshop on YouTube, and hopefully he will give us the what happens after he apologizes to
hopefully this kid doesn't get jumped at a con for like, no, this guy told me. We argued about it.
Hera and Rex had a baby. Speaking of more clones, Tech here is giving Omega some flying lessons. RMD shared this hilarious clip. He's like Omega drifting, and I think it was the Tokyo Drift theme song in the background. Yes. Perfect.
So
and of course, Yoko, is this what you wanted me to screenshot for today? That I had to?
No, I wanted the Hauser screenshots.
Oh,
and
I don't
you
know.
Provided, so thank you.
Okay, so we can skip through all this. Omega reunited.
This was also very nice. This was a nice moment.
I thought this was what you would have wanted. I like this part when he was all groggy and trying to walk out of the ship. But I always mix up Tech and Echo because I don't know why. Echo needs Tech's help to decrypt that data spike that he has, and there's a nice little moment of them reuniting. What is this?
Techo would be a cute ship name, though.
Please don't confuse me further by combining them. But yeah, Paul, you mentioned, he wants more clones. Dr. Hemlock wants more clones to work on. He's like, don't get rid of them. That's not the way. Just send them to me. I'm gonna do tests on them. But that's a pretty good theory. I like that one. If you send them to me, I can deal with them in other ways. That's what he says to this video chat with Tarkin. Is he Grand Moff yet, or just regular Moff?
He's a middle Moff right now.
Middle Moff.
Middle Moff Tarkin.
Look at the middle Moff. A cute middle Moff. I can deal with them other ways, and I like the conversations between Hunter, and Echo. Got it. Again, he's still Hunter's still kind of like protective and wanting to find a place for Omega, and Echo is like, we have so much more to do with all the other clones in the galaxy. They need our help, because he himself was one that he needed rescuing from Clone Force 99. Kat says he's still governor. I don't know why I sound surprised. I didn't know the difference anyway. But he does reveal that they have people throughout the galaxy and clones helping out that are still in the Empire, which Tarkin kind of refers to as like, there are other clones working against us.
I like how he got defenses there too. That was cool.
Yeah, I think that's always been the dynamic between those two, right?
Mhm.
Like they both want to do what's right. It's just different priorities, I guess.
I love how Hunter was like, chill. Like, I know what you're doing. I wasn't saying that. You're doing a good thing. That was awesome.
Oh, he's still governor. Okay, cool.
Oh.
So we find out that the message from Crosshair Plan 88 is a warning that they're being targeted, and that he himself has been captured and is at this secret base. And Hunter kind of says, what if it's a trap again? What would the trap be if he's warning them that they're being targeted?
Well, to try to get them to flee, right? And give up their position so that they can be caught.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah? Is that...
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how it was a trap for the Bad Batch. Unless it's like, I've been captured. Come save me. That's the trap. To make it sound like he's warning them. Or to make it sound like he's turned against the Empire. That's why it shows that he's a prisoner. I don't know. Paul, did you have any idea what the trap might be?
That's the sense that I got, because he argued about, like, okay, whether it's true or not. If it's true, then their impulse will be, we got to save him because he's no longer with them, and they still hold him, like, they still call him brother, right? Like, it's that whole thing. They would want him back. So I don't know. I think in that sense, it's that whole, well, either way, if it's a trap or not, there's only one way to find out, and they're going right. So it's it's just one of those things where it's just
It's a trap.
or not.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I think if there's a chance that he is turned away from them and has finally seen the light, then I think they want to go and they want to save him. That's in their nature. That's a part of who they are. That's why they're back. That's why they're Clone Force 99. They're brothers.
So we're at this point now. Do you guys feel then that... Hello? My computer started spinning. Am I still here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ernie, we can't hear you.
Still here. Ernie, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Do you feel that then this was a...
We can't see you, Ernie. Stand up. Take your
Wave
shirt
your
off.
arms
Spin
more.
around.
Wave your arms, Ernie.
Do you feel that this was a setup?
Oh,
To
that
get
they
him
let
to
him
do all
escape
this.
so he could send out that
Yes.
signal to bring them?
Yes.
It's smart. It is smart in that sense.
I was
Like,
beginning to wonder if he was like imagining his whole escape, like if it was all in his head with whatever drug they gave him.
No, that would be a big brain move to let him escape. I like that.
I kind of thought that because then, like, I love how he went to go warn them, but then he gets caught.
Yeah.
Then I like Paul's new theory too. So everything kind of works. But was that the whole plot the whole time? Was let him, and he gets to test out his gas on him.
Yeah.
Right. So we see him recaptured, and Hemlock says increase the injections from the interrogation droid. But it's weird. As he was saying a lot of the stuff, the camera was focused on her, and I couldn't, one way or another, there's no expression there really. But there has to be some importance for them to kind of showcase her while he's talking about increasing the dosage on Crosshair, don't you think?
I felt like he should have stolen her glasses.
Don't you think she looks a little clone?
He should have what?
He should have stolen her glasses.
Oh,
like
stolen.
Yeah. Right? Like that's like a computer up in there, in those eyeballs.
To see what's going on.
Well, it wouldn't have helped with the gas.
No, it wouldn't have.
So in 2 days, 2 episodes simultaneously. So when 2 episodes come out, does one come out first and then the second one 3 hours later on the East Coast? Or are they both available in Disney Plus at the same time?
I think all 3 shows are going to be available at once.
Can you put our faces up? It's weird to talk to no one.
Crazy.
Oh, is there nobody here?
Thank you.
I can see us at the bottom.
No.
And that's why I asked if we were still on, because I saw the screen.
Oh, so you thought your
spinning.
computer?
Yeah, I did. And I saw the spinning thingy, and I was like, oh no, what just happened? That's why I froze. My bad.
Okay. Well, that's the episode. Can we move on now, or?
Well, I mean,
Ask Kat.
okay. I mean, it's the setup for the season finale, right? I don't think we know that there's another season, right? They haven't
Predictions?
said anything.
Oh, that's true.
So I feel like,
Are you saying they're all gonna die?
That's what I'm saying. And then we're gonna get a
Whoa.
spin-off. Then we're gonna get a Captain Rex and Friends spin-off.
Captain Rex and Baby.
Yeah. That's what
And
I
Hera.
think. And then we see Omega turn into, I just forgot her name, Katie O'Brien.
Elijah Kane.
Elia Kane, thank you.
Ryan's here. Before I forget, now that I am in person on camera, Ryan, happy birthday again.
Yes,
you.
happy 75th birthday.
Yeah, what was with that yesterday?
Happy birthday.
I'm like, how
Happy
much did Paul
birthday.
have to drink? All the numbers were wrong every time.
Just when somebody turns 85 years old, you got to celebrate that.
Mm-hmm.
So happy 90th birthday, Ryan.
He's on that clone DNA.
Accelerated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's the episode. Yeah, excited to see how it wraps up in 30 hours, I guess. Catch in. Do we have your approval to move on to the next episode?
Nobody else has predictions?
They're all going to die.
Yeah, that was a crazy one
Just
because
waiting for everyone to die. Yeah.
I didn't know there's
All-
been no talk. Or yeah, I guess of how you say how much further can we go? Okay, so who is it? It's Rex, Gregor, and somebody else, right?
Fireball.
Who's
Oh,
yeah, but in
the thing?
Rebels? In Rebels?
no in Rebels at the
Yeah.
end? Yeah,
Uh,
I can't remember
Wolf?
who the third was.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Commander Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolf. Commander
Yeah.
Wolf.
Oh, it is Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And-
So I predict all but those 3 are gonna die. So
I live
What
for
about-
not bad.
throwing it out there.
Cody. Commander Cody. Because he remember they had him and he disappeared. Do you think he's gonna make I think he's gonna come back.
Oh,
I think
He
he's
has
gonna
to.
come back. Right? And so he and House are gonna team up and get blown up in a blaze of
How dare
glory.
you.
The two
How
of them
dare
doing
you.
something incredibly heroic.
Hmm.
I think Cody takes on the identity of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
plausible.
they don't have to. I think the Bad Batch will probably all die. I don't think all the clones necessarily have to die in these last 2 episodes, because I think, I feel like if they don't do a spin-off with Captain Rex and those other guys, like to fill in the gaps between now and Rebels, That seems like a lost opportunity, right? Like they're gonna do something there, so they don't all have to die.
Well,
Some of them will survive for that show.
And there was that clone that was panhandling in Kenobi.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
Yeah.
So, I think while there won't be millions and millions of them anymore,
right?
I think there's still going to be a few around.
Yeah.
So how is he going to take them all out?
Omega.
His gas. All right, that took way too long.
The SBD.
Wow. We've come full circle.
Yes.
What a better way to wrap it up. No better way to wrap it up. Full circle. The Mandalorian season 3 episode 4. Let me just grab. Here we go.
I feel like we need a sound effect to transition. No.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
How's that?
Thank you.
There we go. That was good.
I'll wrap it up, fuzzball. All right, so at the end of the last episode, we saw Bo-Katan and Din Djarin escape from some of those Imperials over to where the Mandalorians are hiding. I'm assuming that they're on this planet because nobody would come to look for them here because of the freaking Jurassic Park type planet they've chosen. Anyway, they're training here. It's cool to see like all these different types of warriors. I don't know what these dudes are doing. They're just shooting into the water. Were there targets? Were they just testing out their blasters? I don't know. There's people doing some hand-to-hand combat. Bo-Katan was walking around just watching everyone training, kind of fitting in. And I don't know if we talked about this on the last episode. As looking outside of the story, do you think there's something happening where like, oh, if they don't have to show Bo-Katan take her helmet off anymore, does that mean like is something happening with Katie Sackhoff doing less and not having to be on the show? That's what I thought at the end of that when they brought her into with this group. But then she takes her helmet off in this episode, so that kind of blew that theory away and wrapped itself up nicely. I like the kids, the younger Mandalorians training, and when Din Djarin just throws in Grogu, I think that was my favorite thing in this. Well, second favorite thing. That's why I made the screenshot. What did you guys think of the challenge here and him just throwing him into the pit? And I think the line from Bo-Katan where she says to Grogu, my father was like this too. He's just proud. And setting him up to challenge the was it Paz Vizsla's Ragnar Vizsla?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
His son.
I love it.
And confirming, we asked last week why Grogu doesn't need to wear a helmet if he's a foundling. Well, he can't speak the creed yet. So they kind of confirmed that this episode.
You know what I was thinking though? Because how he tried to say this is the way? But people keep thinking that he's going to talk like Yoda. But the way he tried to say this is the way, does that not prove that he's not going to talk like Yoda?
Yeah. I hope he doesn't talk like Yoda.
I hope he doesn't either.
No. Yeah. Well, they were saying in other interviews I heard that Yoda only spoke that way to honor his master, who did speak that way. Mm. But in for when they had the series, Yaddle spoke in
that's right,
in normal cadence and stuff, and so the species itself doesn't necessarily.
I know that. Like I'm just saying for people who keep thinking that he's going to talk like Yoda, I'm just trying to prove
the way this is.
Huh? Yeah.
The way this is.
Something to
Yoda.
Effect.
Okay.
Did you guys
Yoda use a specific dialect? Yes.
Did you guys all get pulled in?
I don't need you all Yoda-splaining to me. I get it. I'm just throwing it out there that he was trying to say this is the way.
Did you guys all get roped in thinking that he was using the Force on rocks at the very beginning?
Yeah.
Because I did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden when it crawled. But it still kind of did something there too of his connection with animals, because then when before he threw him in, and Din picked him up and got him. Then they all kind of just like went away.
They all left into the water.
Yeah. So are they? Is he calling them to eat, or is it just a connection? I feel like it's a connection.
Oh,
But
that'd be cool.
The very first thing was I thought he was moving rocks, like sitting there. If everybody else is going to practice, I'm going to practice the Force.
I don't know. They all seemed really like they were like running away after he left. So I don't.
Oh,
I
so
thought
you
he was
think he
gonna
was
eat
doing
one.
it for food?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought he was going to eat one too. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna, pull the shell off like escargot, and
They see. I know because I felt like they were like, "Oh, quick, get back into the water."
Mm. That was cool.
but I like the little blasters that they gave him, the darts. Look at this thing.
It was his whole freaking arm again, just like his thing. Look at that; it's huge. That is so.
But
cool.
anyway, that's cool. And I liked after he did the flip and he won the challenge. And Bo-Katan was like, "Did you teach him that?" To Din Djarin? He's like,
that
"No,
was awesome.
that was somebody else." Look at him. I thought they could only take one shot at a time, and then he goes and he takes three. And why didn't this kid take 3 shots at Grogu at first?
Because
if
he
could do
dumb.
that?
That's why. Yeah.
He was honorable.
Honorable or dumb?
Look at his face.
Cocky. He was cocky.
Again, this terrifying. It was like a T-Rex with wings, and it had 4 arms under the wings. So I guess this is a good place to hide.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Oh, the concept art at the end too has. I have a picture of it. I think at the end.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that.
Picks up this kid. Wait, didn't he? Yeah, both attacks were because of him. Maybe he's the problem. Sorry, I just blamed him. But anyway, it was cool to see them all take off in their jetpacks and fly off. It took off so far that they all ran out of gas in their jetpacks. This shot was awesome. Bo-Katan realizes, hey, I'm gonna get into the ship and fly after it, and she is able to find its nest and bring back. They can regroup and get everyone to go rescue him, rescue Ragnar. I don't know what a Shriek Hawk training team was, but I thought that was cool, and I wanted to screenshot it. Yes, Ernie.
The Shriek Hawk is actually the emblem of the Death Watch. So it is that bird-looking thing, right? So that's who it is. So they're in training. So she's saying take them for to go help. Now, are those the only ones who have jetpacks? Is what I was wondering. And is that why I take them? Yeah, because if you see that, and then I like how she threw in that she was going to give them the rope climbing things. That was cool. But that was one that I didn't know about either, that was their symbol. So that was great. I'm loving all this Mando stuff because we all learned so much more.
Was it weird a whole episode where you barely saw anyone's actual face?
It was awesome. This was so cool. Them just fighting there and doing their thing was great. Oh my God. And I love this, how she's like mean grandma and doesn't pick him up and makes him walk the whole time.
Oh,
He has to.
we talked about this, I think, last week. I like how she's kind of taken to him. Like she's being extra nice. It's like it's customary for Mandalorians to donate the extra Beskar that they earn to its foundlings, and she goes out of her way to make him something. Like, yeah, your dad's off on a mission. I'll go make you something. I have some precious metals laying around. I thought that was really cool to show the character. And remember, Yoko.
She ain't gonna carry him. You could walk.
Yeah. When Emily Swallow was like, "Oh, next week's episode's gonna be," when we saw her last week or 2 weeks ago.
That was.
Oh, is that
That
this
was about
episode?
last week's episode.
That was about
Wasn't it?
this episode. Yeah.
No, it was
This is last week's episode.
No,
This is last week's episode.
Oh yeah.
See,
okay.
there's the West Coast, and then in Canada, on the East Coast.
Oh yeah.
She thought you
You're
were
right.
going to see it 3 hours later. So that's why she was saying that. But it worked out to this week.
We've already seen this episode. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's cool that she's if anyone thought she had other plans or like, oh, maybe she sent them to go die in the waters, and she seems pretty genuine
That
and
was
looking
me.
out for the foundlings. That was you?
Sorry. Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
sorry. I wasn't trying to take another shot at you. If
No, that's
someone
alright.
were to do that, it'd be Paul.
Alright.
It wasn't me.
My bad.
But of course, as she's making something for him, the hammering of metals. Oh, look at this
Aw.
little face.
Oh, look at that little face.
He's like, I was gonna eat some rock crabs, and you brought me in here. I thought you were making lunch, but instead
Rock
sends
lobster.
him into Ragnarok lobsters. Sends him into a little flashback of what Yoko. What was the reaction for you when that flashback to the door?
Oh, well, I mean, my
Lightsaber.
initial reaction is like, okay, like brace yourself. It's Order 66 again, right?
Mhm.
Absolutely. And Paul, some people were saying it's Anakin coming through that door, and then it wasn't.
I never.
Were you shouting at the screen at that time?
When they came through the door?
Yeah.
They initially
flashback.
no. I mean, we talked about the fact. What I love is the fact that how everybody's theories are keep getting blown out of the water. You know, it's like, oh, it's gonna be Anakin who's gonna come through. It's like, oh no, you know who's gonna save? It'll be Barriss Offee, or it'll be the librarian Jocasta Nu, or it'll be like all these different theories about, and they're all wrong. And this is what I love is the show keeps supplanting,
Yes.
and just getting everybody's guessing, and they come up with a completely different answer that is completely plausible, and in fact celebrated. Because when we do see eventually who does end up scooping up Grogu, there's no way anybody could have predicted who it was going to be, and I find great joy in that. Just because, the same people who complain about things not happening are the same ones that complain about things actually do happening, because they go, oh, it's so predictable, that's boring. So it's just, I kind of love the fact that they're just keeping everybody on their toes, and they're going in a different direction that people expect. And so you just got to hold on, listen, go on for the ride and enjoy it, so.
I like seeing the Order 66 flashbacks. I think there are YouTube videos out there of collections of all the scenes, all the different Jedi being attacked. And, these Disney Plus shows seem to be giving us more and more of those scenes to add to a compilation. But yeah, go watch them on YouTube if you guys are suckers for the pain of watching Order 66 and Jedi being mowed down or gunned down. But again, it's the clone troopers bursting through. I didn't see this on the first watch, but when I was watching it the second time, and I know, Paul, sometimes you watch with the subtitles on, I didn't catch the name or who they were
I didn't
saying.
either till the second time I watched it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's happening again. What's new? I'm looking around at everything. I didn't notice that in the actual subtitles, they say, get them to Kelleran, get the youngling to Kelleran. I'm like, oh, this is much more obvious now.
Yeah, because in Midnight 30, I asked the chat. I was like, "Wait, did anybody catch his name? Did they say his name? Because I didn't realize.
Paul, did you watch this one with the subtitles on?
Yep, I always do.
You always do.
Just so you can pick up
kind of
names.
want to.
Just so
did you know right away then?
What's that?
Did you recognize this?
I had no idea who the hell Kelleran Beck was.
Right. Yeah.
To be
I wouldn't have
honest,
either.
when the doors open
Yeah.
and he was there, I was like, he looks really familiar. Who is that guy? And it
Yep,
wasn't until
me
the
too.
credits rolled, it was like Ahmed Best went, oh, fuck, that's
It all
brilliant.
clicked, right? Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. That's
So
exactly what
that's
happened.
the thing.
Yeah.
And I thought it was enjoyable, but and honestly, the sad thing is, the first thing I thought was when they showed him, fuck, how many people are going to think that was Mace Windu? Right? Like, honestly, that's the first thought on my head is they're going to be a bunch of yahoos who go, it's Mace Windu, even though, and they do this on purpose. When the door opens, it's a green lightsaber that he's got ignited. So, and fun fact too, I found out that originally Kelleran Beck's lightsaber was supposed to be purple because Ahmed Best chose that color when he was hosting the Young Jedi Padawan show.
Yeah.
As an homage to Mace Windu, but they had to change it because they didn't want him to be
People to be
confused
racist.
with well, yeah, I mean, sadly, but that's
Yeah.
kind of the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
And then people were saying, the whole like, oh, it's the Wish version of Mace Windu. and stuff. Like it's inevitably that's what's going to happen,
So
right?
Who's saying that?
I read it
right.
online. You read it online, right? Like people tweet about it. and
He's
stuff,
way
so-
cooler than Mace Windu.
Oh.
Come on, people.
Whoa, I don't know about that.
Oh, he has a
I
very
mean-
cool backstory.
Mace
Yeah, it's
Windu is a
great.
bad mother, you know.
Watch your
He's
mouth.
mouth.
he's a jerk, man. I'm not a Mace Windu fan. Let's be clear.
Ringer Lou says I'm the only one who watched Ahmed Best Kids Show Jedi Challenge.
Yeah,
I didn't even
no,
know it was a thing, dude.
that was so cool.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. When you see the Jedi and you're like, he looks familiar. Is he somebody that I should know? Should I know this person? And then I just enjoy the scene, and then again you see the name and the credits. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't know that. And then it kind of dawned on me, like, holy crap,
Yeah.
he's back in it. And I feel like to go from being Jar Jar, probably one of the most hated characters in like I think overall fandom of the fandom, to coming to this episode, be like, yo, it was more badass to see Kelleran Beck in this episode than anything Grogu did. I'm like, that's a huge scene in character for him. I really loved it. But yes, it's revealed. And then he picks up the lightsaber. He's got the nice details on the top of his bathrobe here, the cloak, the Jedi robes. They're gonna have to add that to his Black Series character.
So Shauna Triptych, who is the costume designer for the show,
Right.
she had I follow her on Instagram, and she had on her Instagram post. She worked with Ahmed Best on that, and those are actual symbols from that trace back to his ancestry all the way back to Africa. And
Oh,
so
no
those
way.
have a deeply personal sort of relationship
Nice.
to him. So
That's
that's again the level of detail.
Everybody
Um,
was saying how it looked like the High Republic. That just
yeah.
makes it 1,000 times more awesomer.
That's
So there
very
you go.
cool.
So that was really neat. I thought that's and again
I
that's
was
that's
thinking High
Shauna
Republic too.
in
Yeah.
a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's, she wants that. She wants the costumes to be connected to the characters. There's that deep cut and nerdy deep dives into this thing to get everything, just perfect.
I like that. I think I've heard you mention her name before, so I'm like, I was looking and I saw the name in the credits too. So I'm like, hey, I know that. I recognize that name. No Chewing says I agree with Yoko. Is that only because Yoko replied to your DMs finally and is on your list for the enabler dinner? Like, which two enablers would you invite over for dinner? That's why you agree with Yoko. I see how it is. Alfredo, thank you for the super chat.
You're generous.
Says, I keep wondering why Grogu got so much protection. Then you have the other kids getting slayed by Anakin. Did they know at the time? But I mean, maybe he's like, they saw him as the future of. He's a baby, but he's gonna live.
I don't know.
hundreds of
Maybe
years.
It's weird.
maybe they know that there's something special about him. I don't know.
I don't know, because I kind of think the same thing too. But yeah, then you got to think like he is a baby. I mean, how they treat him, even though the ages are like that. But I don't know. It does feel kind of weird like that, because there was a bunch getting him, and then he has to hide him, and then they're after him. Then we still don't even know why all the bounty hunters had him. Our opening scene. So like, what is his more backstory? So that was cool.
John Carmen said, we just saw someone confuse Grief Cargo with Lando
God.
Calrissian. So David Suzuki over here has a good
Oh my god.
Shut up, John.
I love this chat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's true. It happened on a Twitter thread. Like I basically I praised Carl Weathers on his direction of this episode, saying, hey, please give him more episodes to direct. He responded back. It was like, oh, thank you so much. And then somebody replied with a GIF of friggin' Billy D. Williams in a Colt 45 commercial.
Oh no.
And then John was like, no, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? It was it was
I hope
horrifying.
they deleted their Twitter.
What about
Just
the
like-
other babies in the temple?
Yeah, that's what I feel too. It was.
They were
They
too
don't
busy
have
trying to save the cutlery and the all the cups and plates for your enjoyment, Ryan, and they got cut down.
They don't have a floating pram with
like I don't. Was
open
it like
shield.
right place, right time kind of thing for Grogu? You know, where he
Yeah.
happened to be surrounded by all these other Jedi. I don't know. I
try not
assume
to
we'll
think
find out
about it.
at some point.
But
I
then
I bet we'll find out at some point, though. You know.
Yeah. It just kind of goes to the not knowing him, like Ahsoka didn't know who he was, and then I don't know.
Oh yeah, they do say what about the others? Thank you, Tim. Happy accidents in the chat.
That's
Good to
true.
see you again.
True.
Grogu is one of a kind. Yeah, maybe he's like, you know,
Right.
it is a rare, I don't want to say species, like he's a pet, but you don't see that many of those aliens. Well, I guess they already had 2 in the council, so that's pretty high actually. But yeah, picked up the other lightsaber.
Yeah,
Total
that's his
badass. He
nickname.
dual when that speeder landed and he turned around, that look on his face. Holy crap! I don't know how many screenshots I tried to take. I couldn't do it, but it was so good. It was the best facial expression. He turns around, and is it Tamara Morrison who does the voices for the clones in this episode?
Yeah.
They said yes. That's awesome. This was a great surprise, though, to see him. So I saw it with the words on too. I knew I had heard that name, but I had to look it up. And then when I saw it, I was like, God, they always do that. They throw it right in front of our faces, and nobody ever would have speculated him. He's straight like the principal, basically, of all of the younglings, right? And so, of course, get him to the head and have him save him. And it was amazing. It was so good. And then you have this speeder bike with a sidecar. Come on. That's awesome. I never
like
seen
that
that
he-
before. Oh,
It's gonna be a hot toy.
that would be cool.
I like
Just
he
saying.
threw the clone trooper off with the force push, like when you're playing Fallen Order.
Right. That's exactly what
That
I
was a lot
thought
of
of.
fun.
We don't see enough force pushing.
He
Paul,
was hitting
nothing.
everybody.
Jedi Fallen Order references.
No, man. I'm done with that game. I'm done.
Oh, and then the deflecting of all the blaster shots with the dual lightsaber. Oh my gosh! And then flying away from the burning temple. I thought was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, just a crazy image.
Kind of gave me
to see,
chills. Yeah.
Right? Who's behind this rescue mission? I know, right? I'll be there in a second. If you fly by the top of the mountain that we see from the previous
Nice
episode, which call back to the future, so time moves fast and slow, like time zones.
Mm.
I like the chase. They fly through the subway station. I thought there's going to be a big explosion when that train hits the clone dropship, but nothing happened. Was it cool to see he lands and you see the shiny metal ship? Paul, what was your reaction to this? Seeing the Naboo guard here and that style of ship?
Oh, it was that like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's sitting there with the drink and he's pointing at the screen, and it made sense, and that's what I love. It all made sense. It all ties in, right? Because you know it's an established in-world presence. The Naboo have a prior relationship with the Jedi and also with Palpatine, but man, I'm not gonna get ready for that game. But yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it, and I loved seeing the guard, the Naboo guard there, and it's just like this was really cool, and I'm really excited to see who set it up for them eventually.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm interested too, and that these guards were willing to die for this Jedi and this youngling. We're like, oh, we'll hold them off. You take the ship. They're not gonna like
Yeah, they
survive
didn't go
this.
with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like we'll give you cover and then you take off. We'll stay here and shoot the rest of these clones. So I thought that was really interesting, and I'd like to know more about. Did they plan on, just him bringing Grogu or others? Hopefully,
No,
other
he said
Padawans?
where
They're
the
supposed to- yeah,
others?
this is where they said where
Oh,
the
the,
others.
Yeah.
where are the others? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had said that. So there should have been more. So it just wasn't specifically for them. But I remember
Okay,
I
cool.
saw this and I started screaming Padme because, of course, you just see the Naboo ship. But then that doesn't work. And then now everybody is coming up with who this actually is, which even makes the story even better.
And she doesn't at this time too. She's at her apartment
Correct.
looking at the Jedi Temple burning, and she's freaking out.
Right.
There's no, hey,
Right.
we got to get a ship ready to get the younglings. She has no idea what's going on
No.
with the Jedi Temple. But
Yeah.
somebody does. And somebody has a wherewithal to have a ship ready
Yeah.
for the Jedi with the
Yeah.
younglings to escape. Right. And I don't think it was just for Grogu either. I
Right.
think
It was
that's
for whatever Jedi, right? Like whoever was able to escape.
Exactly.
So,
It's-
Ryan, if you break down the politics of it and what everybody is saying at the time, who would be at Naboo with this, which makes the story 100 times better, is the only one that would be there right now is Senator Binks. So this is Jar Jar's ship that Ahmed is getting on, which is
Oh, so
awesome.
you're saying you never see Batman and Bruce Wayne in the same room, therefore.
no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying, as
No?
the story goes,
Sorry.
this could be
I like-
Senator Binks, his people, saving Kelleran. So that's so awesome because everybody's
That's-
gone through like a timeline of the time and the whole everything happening, and he is the one who would also have this type of ship right now.
Daniel is correct. Coruscant Guard, I'll take those repaints on the new Vintage Collection Phase 2 clone mold with the ankle rockers. I'll buy 2. You saw them hop out of the drop ship. All right, so yeah, they fly off.
Oh, and there
what
were
a-
shock troopers here. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What a crazy flashback to see. Hopefully there's more in the remaining episodes of this season. They give chase, fly off from Coruscant, and then we are brought back to current times. And this is the part I mentioned earlier when the armor talks about the tradition of donating some Beskar to the foundlings. And she makes this giant, I mean, I guess on Grogu, it's, what was it called, Paul?
Rondell.
Rondell.
Yeah.
And what part of the armor
is
is
that?
this?
They're usually they're
Crotch
small discs.
piece?
They're on the chest plate to protect the armpit, or they're on the helmet. And she says he'll grow into it. Now, how big he grows, I mean, we see how big Yoda is, if that's a baseline. And so if after 900 years, that's about as big as you're gonna get, same with Yaddle, you kind of go, oh, okay, sure. But she has no idea what his growth is gonna be like, right?
Oh.
Right.
She has no real clue.
hmm
Or maybe she does, but that is there. I mean, that's
Okay,
that's,
so you
I
know
thought
what
she
this is?
I thought she was going to put it on his head.
I thought she was
Like,
making a
on
bucket at
top?
first too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like-
I thought she was making a bucket.
we'll build more
kind
as
of
you
armor?
earn more.
That well, like, here's your first, like kind of like a step type of thing. I don't know. That was crazy. But so Paul, you know what a rondelle is, because I don't know what the heck it is. So you're saying like where on the armpit is like
It
this
goes
supposed to go?
well. Like if you look at like, so there's chest plate, there's
Okay,
chest armor,
yes.
and it would go either here or here on that side right there, just to protect the armpits, right? As in the pictures that I've seen, or
Okay.
it goes on the helmet. It can go on the
Wh-
helmet. So
Where on the helmet though?
To protect the bust, Ernie.
To protect the bust. Nice. Got to protect those busts.
It's chaining day for Grogu.
It was. The thing was huge. That was straight Flavor Flav. You know what? She's good too with all these molds that she can make of them. Dang. 'Cause
She is
that's
the
awesome.
armorer,
Yeah, that's very true.
not a armorer or a
Mhm.
costumer. Like, it's
You know what
the-
disappoints me? Speaking
It's
of
so
the
cute.
armorer,
It's so big.
it's so huge. It Flavor Flav.
He's like, how the
is
fuck am I supposed to walk around with this?
Yeah. If he and he already has chainmail, and he's like, you don't pick me up already. Yeah. Look at it. So everybody was always knocking Boba Fett for the what do you call that? What was he in? See there.
What?
What did he sleep in? The Bacta tank. And we're here comes a flashback. Here comes a flashback. But not one person has said every time the armor starts working, we get a flashback of something. Like, come on.
It's happened
That's
like
not
once,
fair.
twice.
Yeah, it's happened with Grogu now. This is the second time. It happened with Din. That's how we saw his kid flashback when she was working.
Mhm.
When she works and she starts beating on it, we start getting all these flashbacks.
Well, Ernie,
Well,
she was talking about the
sound is
forge.
powerful.
The forge as a metaphor, Like, the forge reveals the weakness. That's how they.
It's a metaforge.
Nice. Very nice.
And Boba is just like so passive. He's just in the back to tank. That's it. He's just Grogu's watching something. They're both watching something get created for them that they're going to be actively wearing. It's more of an active thing, the active flashback in the moment. Whereas Boba is just like having bad dreams. Or I'm sorry, not Boba.
Cody.
Commander Cody.
Whatever.
No, she's talking about how all Mandalorians, they kind of start off as ore and they get shaped by the forge, right? And the forge is central to the culture. So it's talking about the person, Ernie. Boba Fett was just taking a bath, okay? And
I guess whatever.
Chrysanthemum was like,
He was
"Can I
like
get
having fever
in too?"
dreams. Yeah.
Watch, she's gonna start doing it.
Crickets. That was
Hmm.
right before the callback to Cody. Bob Fetta, the baddest salad in the galaxy.
Bob Fetta.
I love Bob Fetta salads. Okay, so the Mandos and the Shriek-Hawk Mandos are off. They can't fly up to rescue the kid, otherwise it'll kind of alert the creature that they're on the way. So they walk over. This is a shot from the trailer. We were kind of looking at it when it first came out, and we were trying to figure out which Mandos were there. And now we are back to this scene. I got this one for Ernie because she says, "How do you people eat?" Or "How do you eat?" Well, around other people. Close enough. This is cool to see.
Wow.
It's cool to see.
Wow.
It kind of backfired there. But
Put it all in my mouth. This is what Ernie said.
whoa. But the cool part is that like they're showing her a lot of respect. She's kind of new there, but she's one of them. So they really abide by the creed. And they're like, well, you know what? You're in charge here. You get to stay. You get the privilege of sitting by the fire and eating while we all go eat in the dark. By
Yeah.
ourselves.
This is so crazy. Again, more Mando culture that we're learning that I never knew. So you
I
have to
loved
go
it.
eat by yourself.
But it
Jeez.
makes sense,
Yeah.
right? It's just
It's
well, how do
crazy.
you eat? You don't. You find a private spot so
Yeah.
you can eat, so no one can see you without your helmet on.
That's
Right?
so
So-
crazy.
Makes sense. And again, that's a great touch. You get the honor of staying where it's warm,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? And there's light to eat your food.
Yeah.
Like I think that's great.
Mhm.
I like that. Not only is Bo-Katan kind of embracing the creed and what they're doing, but it's kind of being reciprocated at the same time. It's cool to see. So people who are like, there's nothing happening in this season. There's no story going on. It's like, are you really watching?
Yeah, I don't think they're
There's a
watching
lot of
the same
cool, really
Freaking
cool shit
love
going on.
this show. Yeah.
Right?
thing. Yeah.
This show is so awesome. Like the lore of stuff. Like I'm trying to write it all down.
Has she not been
In your
eating
journal?
this whole time?
Yeah.
It's like, I've
she was
been
just
meaning
waiting
to
to
ask.
ask somebody. Yeah.
So
But
hungry,
she said
but
when
like,
other people
hungry.
are around. So obviously she's been. It's not hard, people. Like she's obviously had time to herself, and she's that's when she's done all her stuff. Same thing with shaving. Same thing with anything. If there are people around, you don't remove your helmet. You go to someplace private where you can, and do your business. It makes complete sense.
Does this naturally lead to the next topic of
How do you go to the bathroom?
are they procreating? I don't take my
Helmets on.
How do they mate? How do the
Helmets on,
Mandalorians mate?
bone.
They don't look at each other. Blindfolds.
Helmets on.
Helmets on.
Helmets on.
Helmets on.
Which
lights.
is-
They blindfold their helmets?
No, helmets on. You gotta leave the helmet on. You have to. Sometimes you leave your socks on, sometimes you take them off. So
You need
it's the same
traction.
thing. Here you have to leave your helmet on. Yeah. You have to.
All right.
That's definitely in the book.
Yeah. How about the sexy time?
It is.
How do you?
Oh, here comes Larry.
Oh,
Somebody say helmets. Hmm.
I know.
right.
I'm sorry. Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
This This is not for you.
Earmuffs for Lucy. Viewfinder down. That's great.
Did Kev quit?
I don't know.
Kev had it with the chat.
Hilarious.
Kev had it with you people.
Whoa. Anyway, they climb up.
Okay, this was ridiculous to me.
Why is that? Do tell.
Oh my god. Okay, so one, they missed a great opportunity. Paul, I hope you agree. They should have had the old classic Batman shot in here with at least two of them climbing up. Right, Paul? Like, that would have been great.
I actually was kind of hoping that they were going to do something
What do you
cheesy like
mean?
that.
Okay, so in the old TV show Batman, the one with Adam West, the classic one, is they always were climbing up a building. Well, that was shot of just turn the camera sideways. So they're just walking.
camera.
Right.
Like
And they'd
that.
be pulling on the rope.
Yes,
making
like
it
they
look
were
like
climbing.
up the.
And someone
side, and
always
then-
popped out of the window.
Yeah.
And they would stay there. It was just, like
Someone
they were
would
climbing
always
up a
open a
building.
window. It was just an
Yeah.
actor laying underneath,
Yes.
and then you'd see
Right.
him come out like this, and it's
Yeah.
like no one would lean out a window that way. But
Yeah, it was great. So I was really hoping for that, because then that one also they threw in the Tom Cruise swing. That one does the
Yeah.
Tom Cruise just a real short to the other side. But the one that made me though was pause. Like, homie, you brought your whole big old gun and everything. Like, you couldn't leave stuff at the bottom. You're
oh,
big
that's why I
already.
thought he was a gangster, because he's like,
For
this
real.
is no problem for me.
He is big already, and he's
Brought
up there
all his
with
gear.
everything.
He's clearly overcompensating. Like he's just not comfortable without his gun.
Well, if you take it away from him, his bust would just look silly because he doesn't have any other weapons.
That's true. But
It would just be
it's
arms.
So much more room.
Well, I think
Yeah.
if you look at his jetpack too, like his gun is attached to his jetpack.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. Like maybe he can't take it off,
Oh,
right? Because like the ammo feeds, which is really silly. Like that
Yeah.
ammo belt feeds into the back. of
That's
his
what I was gonna say.
jetpack.
You need a new armor then. Dang. That's
They
crazy.
didn't, they didn't bless him with new armor at the end of this one. It was cool though. The rail for the gun looks like a Dr. Octopus arm.
Yeah.
I got a real nice
Yeah.
close up of it. So they get to the top. I like Din using his helmet to check the heat signatures.
Yeah.
He's like, it's over there. And I think, yeah, it's revealed at this point. Confirmed. It's Paz Vizsla's son. And these guys fly out. That's the heat signature.
Yeah.
And they're
I like
gross.
something.
What's
They're
that?
gross? Did you just call them gross?
These aren't gross looking. They're like just flesh.
They're kind of cute.
Oh,
This scared me.
they're kind of
They're
gross.
babies.
There's no feathers. There's no
That's what real
texture,
baby
like-
birds look like, you know?
Yeah, and they look
Yeah.
gross. Baby
Yeah.
birds look gross.
It can be both. It can be both.
They can be babies and still look gross. It's okay.
I think they're kind of cute.
I've seen a couple of those in my day too, where you just have to nod at them and be like, "Oh, it's a cute baby."
It's absolutely
But-
breathtaking. See,
yeah.
there's the two arms per wing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
That
Dinner party canceled.
that
No
that
chewing
kind that,
disagrees.
that kind of freaks me out a little bit, though. Not gonna lie.
It's got that weird, those nostrils. Anyway, my thing is, the Mandalorian spent the night at camp after
Under
the kid
him.
was captured, and then they ascend the next day. The creature comes back and just comes back now. He comes back now, and then the kid's still in his belly.
I don't know where he was, dude, because he's not even wet.
Yeah, I was expecting him to be all slobbery.
Yes, that was
That
a
was
weird
Paul's
part.
main thing too.
Well, I was thinking about it, and you kind of go,
Oh.
okay, it keeps them alive because it wants its young to eat something that's alive, right? Not
Yes.
just like dead meat. They need to learn to feed on something that's alive. If it's
Okay.
in its gullet, and there's all the juices on him, then he's gonna die, and he's gonna get digested. So perhaps it has. This is a long stretch. This is my own headcanon, trying to figure out why he's dry as a bone, but he's kept in like another like pouch or a sack inside the creature where it's relatively dry, so he can regurgitate him out
Mhm.
and drop him down. That's the only thing I could come from. Let's ask the head secretary. That's right.
Well, was he not holding him in his talons most of the time, and then maybe he just transferred him to his mouth or her mouth there at the end?
Yeah,
I don't know. But you got way lucky with not feeding him to the baby.
yeah. I think
At
that was
night.
the question: was why didn't it feed him to the babies right
Yes.
away?
Yeah.
Why did it
Like
wait
that-
till the next day?
That's the
Well,
big thing.
they've been
Unless they were eating that other kid, that other.
Well, that's
helmet
what I was
that
going to say. You saw that, right? They've been
Yeah.
eating. He did call out, like, damn this bird again. It's like, you guys know this threat, but nobody was ready for it again because there was a couple pieces of armor in there as you go back and play it. Like, definitely that bucket for sure. I mean, and so, yeah, that was the only thing I was thinking was they weren't hungry last night because they still had leftovers. I don't know.
We just had Mandalorian last night for dinner. Ma, I don't want to eat this. You can have mac and cheese instead. But the creature, the raptor, ends up taking off with the kid, with Paz Vizsla in his mouth and the kid in its talons. There's an awesome chase scene. I mean, look at the shot with Din Djarin shooting the cables at the raptor. The thing, it had like a T-Rex head, right? It was freaking awesome. There's a in-air battle. I mean, there's no way I could describe it other than it was an amazing scene, part of a brilliant episode. And of course, to bring it back, when it hits the water after they rescue the kid, when that raptor hits the water, that weird alligator creature, or another one of those, jumps up from the water and just brings it back in.
Right.
I love that part.
There's always a bigger fish.
Shout out
Another,
to Qui-Gon.
Naboo callback.
Yes.
Oh, I should watch that again tonight. And again, as much beef as these two have with each other, you know, Paz Vizsla challenging Din Djarin for, I think, the saber, and then or their kids fighting and his losing. Like there's still respect for each other and the Creed and the Mandalorians as a whole. And we got back. I wanted the screenshot because I wanted to. You have honored your house and all of Mandalorian.
And I hope Emily's watching right now.
Wait, why did our viewer count just go down by 1? That's weird. That's weird timing. Weird timing. They bring back the kid. Also, Bo-Katan mentions we brought back 3 more foundlings for you. And I was joking around with Paul. I'm like, do you think they're gonna eat him, or are they gonna actually
ride
treat
him?
Like
I thought
like
they were going to
foundlings?
ride him.
Yeah.
I was just glad one of them didn't puke up one of the other little Mandalorian foundlings.
in front of the other family. They're like, oh my god!
Oh my god, Paul! I didn't even think that. All I thought was, oh yes, they're riding them, but not at any point of look what I brought back. Everybody who's been eating you guys.
Yeah,
There
just
you
little bits of
go.
armor, another helmet.
Yeah.
Foot.
Oh my! It's wearing the
did not
armor
even
of the other
think that.
children.
Yes.
Ragnar 1.0, your boot.
But I totally think they're gonna ride him. I'm with Yoko.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
do.
Mandalorians like doing that, taming and
Yes.
riding beasts.
Yes, that's gonna be
Paul,
awesome.
do you remember that stupid scenario I made up when we were chatting? How I thought they were gonna bring them in as Mandalorians and give them armor, and in the future, everyone would be like, "This is the way. This is the way." And they're in the background with the helmets, and they're like, "Go, go, go, go!" It's so stupid, but that would be great to see them with armor and Rondell's. Look, this is not gross, Yoko.
Yeah, it's a little gross.
All right, I was hoping how
changed-
much.
I
was
changed
wondering
my
how
mind.
much to zoom in before you
I changed my mind.
before you would break.
I changed
That's a
my mind.
Snokehead right there.
Yeah, that's
Ew.
You just unlocked the secret.
Somehow.
This is Snoke, pre-Snoke.
There you go. This is
Ernie's-
Snoke right here. I always bring it full circle.
And look, all the Mandalorians standing around, like you need to build your army and different
That's true.
characters.
That's true.
Right? I hope there's more. You know those exclusives that look like the prototypes with the different color arms and legs and bodies in
Mhm.
3.75?
Mm.
Do that with Mandalorians. You can get the whole gang. Oh, look.
The-
Okay, they're kind of cute there.
See, they're cute.
Yeah. That was an exclusive back in the day at Toys R Us, Kevin. That was the only Mandalorian thing that I was never able to get because they were always gone. they actually had a 2-pack of 10 in each one. There was 20 of
A
all
2-pack
different,
of 10 in each one?
yeah, of different Mandalorians. And when you put it together, like the mythosaur symbol was in the middle,
Okay.
and they were in a white box and everything. I
Look
was
at that.
never ever able to get those.
Sorry, look at that one. The back of that helmet of that one Mandalorian on the. Yeah, look
This
at
one?
that.
It's not even done
It
yet.
doesn't.
It's
Wow.
not even done. It's for her ponytail.
No, it's a different.
Oh, it's a ponytail helmet.
It's the
Look at this
Three
one.
quarter helmet.
He's like, look, son, that's the creature that ate your brother.
I thought that was a rocket. The helmet looks like a rocket tip, like on the back of the. You know, I love to like a lot of the Mandalorians. If you look at them, some of them have Imperial armor bits on them, right? Like
Is this a
that
short
one's got
trooper?
that's a short trooper pauldron.
That is a short trooper.
You see a couple
What?
of them. They have like the thigh and the leg armor, the shin armor, from stormtroopers. It's pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah, like that guy out there in the far right, bottom right. There are better screenshots of them. Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
wow.
Excuse me, better screenshots? I think not.
No,
No.
I don't think so either.
there are other screenshots.
Other
They're all
screenshots.
better, but
Good
there
job,
are other
Kevin.
screenshots where they have
Why
them
do
in
you do
full
this?
view, where you
Oh.
see them with bits of Imperial TK armor.
Look at all this. I love this show.
It's
That
a
is
running
so
helmet.
dope.
It's for jogging.
That little kid actually looks like the freaking Hasbro one.
Oh, yeah, look at these smaller ones here. And this guy saying, if you don't eat your food, I will feed you to those creatures. To his kid. I'm projecting a lot here. Okay, so
Did you have a bad day with the kids today?
no, it's a tough day. No, but the armor notices Bo-Katan missing her shoulder piece from the fight. So, she's like, let's get you an upgrade. Do you want the other pauldron to have the night owl symbol? And she's like, what if I choose a mythosaur? Because she's the only one who's seen it so far. And what did you guys think of this conversation of her when she's asking, like, I've seen one, I've seen a real one, and the armor just kind of plays it off like, oh, that's a nice vision you've had.
Yeah. Armor's like, oh, that's cute. That's cute that you think you saw it.
That's messed up.
And what was it the second time?
Sure, honey. Sure, you saw it.
Wow. I
It's
don't know,
Santa.
I feel like
Mhm.
that way too. It was crazy, right? But I was just too much tripping on the whole mythosaur is a symbol for all Mandalorians. I was like, yes, that is so cool. And I swear this one looks different.
On hers? On her?
Yes, this
the-
mold. Did you
Hmm.
get a screenshot of the mold, Kevin? When she flips it over,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
It's a different one.
It's
it
kind
is
of thinner.
different,
Yeah.
right?
Does it have a little bit of the night owl in there? Or no? Am I
Is
just
that what I'm seeing?
like it looks like her helmet, right? Like her
Oh, because
visor.
the owl eyes.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like that visor.
New tattoo.
Maybe it's the angle. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of new tattoo, being kind of out of date now, Mafex showed their Bo-Katan
Yes.
figure, I think day or two after this episode, and which kind of sucks because it's like almost immediately out of date for that shoulder piece.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
Just like
come
the
on,
HasLab.
we just put this out.
Yeah, the HasLab with the Razor Crest. The funded? We're good. Everybody paid. Yes, good. Blow it up.
Oh, there it is,
Yeah. See,
completed.
Yeah, it is night
it's
owl.
it's different.
Yeah, it is.
That is cool.
It's because they connected the eyes to the nose,
Is that what it is?
right? Like they generally, it's like it's the skull, but the eyes are
Yes.
separate from the nose. They're not connected.
And this one,
When
they
she's
did the
connected
two.
like that, that one is the eyes are connected down, so it does look like the night owl.
Okay. That's great. That's awesome.
I like that.
I love this show. It's just so good because I want that now. And like I said, just hearing that of the mythosaur is a symbol for all Mandalore. Oh God. See, because even that's different. That one's always been different too. So, like, what is that?
That's the mythosaur.
I've always said that. Yeah, but it's differently depicted as
I
well.
know,
too.
I'm just being facetious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I thought I was wrong again. I did. I was like,
Yeah, Trevor.
What's up?
What's up, 1-6 shooter? Trevor brings up a good point. You're gonna need updated Bo-Katan hot toys with this season's hair and shoulder piece.
And you'll get it in 2026.
Did you guys see already? By the morning, cosplayers and some toy makers already had it done and made.
Yep.
I sent you. Was it in print condition or was it Landspeeder Luke had the 3D model available to 3D print for toys?
That's crazy.
That's is
so
crazy.
awesome.
126 Canadian for a figure.
A little bit more. You could get the 1/6 scale.
Well, for
wow,
like
really?
double, no?
Still,
It's
you get
It's
1/6
double the
scale.
size.
It's got a better mold. I mean, like a sculpt. I mean, that's not bad. But that's season 2 Bo-Katan.
mm-hmm.
And that's all like the hot toys is same accessories it looks like.
No, but if they redo the hot toys, they're gonna probably give her the Darksaber from using it this season.
Maybe
The shoulder piece and new hair.
they got
Ooh.
to give her longer hair, and then she'll have the shield as well, right? The rounded
Oh,
shield.
Oh, that's right, the shield.
okay. I don't have a Hot Toys bow, so now I can just wait.
You can wait till 2026 when it finally does come out.
Yeah.
Payment plan.
There you go.
Yeah, my favorite.
I was really hoping that Ahsoka would ship by now, man. After they showed off the final images,
That thing looks amazing.
right?
It's
I want
just
it.
it's so weird. I'm like, this just, it looks fake. It's so good.
I think in print condition they make it's 3D printing. You can scale it up whatever size you want. I think their models are usually 1/12 scale, but you can scale them down for legacy or vintage size, 3.75, or scale it up. The beauty of 3D printing, Trevor. Or do you want 1-to-1 scale? You can do all that. All right, thoughts on the episode. Short but very sweet, I think. Yoko, what do you think?
Oh my gosh. I loved it. I what they did for Ahmed Best, I think, is so amazing. And like, first and foremost, I think that story is great. I love that he's getting his moment with the fans. Getting his moment to enjoy Star Wars, maybe for the first time in his career, and being part of it. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. And I can't wait to see what else happens there. And Bo-Katan, I was very sus on her, but she's growing on me. I love how she is with Grogu. I'm also invested in her emotional journey here with what's going to happen with all the Mandalorians.
Yeah, I mean, Ahmed Best has been through probably as bad as anyone in the Star Wars universe can get with the fans, right? He's gone through that. So
Him and baby Anakin,
Kelly.
yeah.
Oh, and like, what about Rose?
Rose.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Him and Rose.
So
stupid. People are
they post. I think Star Wars Instagram posted like a personal video message from Ahmed Best earlier today, and he's just like, "I'm just happy to be on," and because he's like, "I'm a fan too, and I'm just loving everything that's happening," and it was sweet to see.
That's cool.
Here you go, Yoko. 4 arms.
Yeah, no, I don't like it anymore. I take it all back. I can admit when I was wrong. I was wrong there.
I love these. I love these concept art kind of things. Oh no! Oh God, no!
What? What'd you do? Science folder?
No, it's the Bad Batch logo. Almost went
Oh.
in a circle. Paul, what about your thoughts on this episode?
Yeah, no, I loved it. I thought it was great. A lot of questions were answered. A lot more questions were made. But I think, and again, this was for me, like Yoko pointed out too. I think for Ahmed Best, it was a triumphant return to the series. And we were talking about this before, how people are calling it his redemption. It's not a redemption. He did nothing wrong. In fact, he excelled at what he did. It's not his fault. People didn't connect with that character because he did everything that they asked him to do, and he did it spectacularly well. Was Jar Jar Binks my favorite character of all time? No, but I'm not going to blame Ahmed best for it. I'm certainly not going to give him death threats because of it. That's ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as shaming or getting mad at a child for playing, a role. And that is the sheerest stupid thing you can do as a fan, is to blame an actor for something that you didn't agree with. So they're just doing their jobs. I thought it was a great way to sort of to bring him back and to say, like, this is an amazing actor. He can play whatever. This is much like bringing Hayden Christensen back too. It's kind of like that olive branch to say, you kind of got done dirty, so we're gonna bring you back and we're gonna make it up to you and we're gonna make it amazing for you. And the fans are gonna appreciate this, and they're really gonna look back and kind of go, wow, we reacted really poorly, so here's all the support in the world. And I love that. And I love the fact that, there's still a possibility you're going to see Jar Jar, I think, and make him into a bigger hero, and sort of I don't know, just sort of put things into perspective for fans. I think a lot of things too, and I touched on this before too. I love how all these fan theories are getting blown up and people are like, they're being, they're wrong and stuff like that. But I kind of for me, I think there are times we get so focused, and that's fun too. You get so focused on the minutia that you read into every little thing. And there are those who live and die by their theories. And if their theory doesn't come up, then they hate the show and they think it's dumb or this or that. And I think, you know what? We're living in a golden age of Star Wars content. And I love the fact that you think it's going one way and you get thrown a curveball and you go, oh my God. And that's super cool. I mean, who would have thought that it was going to be Kelleran Beck who's going to be, who's going to save the day? So I love that. I love the little character bits too, in terms of Bo-Katan. It's that slow burn, her trying to process what she's seen, what's she going to do with it, how's she fitting in with this new band of Mandalorians, the relationship with Grogu and Din Djarin, how that's evolving. They're growing up. He's growing up, so he's got to learn. And I love that. And it's just, I just wish sometimes people would just have some patience when it comes to storytelling, because we're halfway through. There's still lots left to go. But I see a lot of the hate out there of all things. People are hating the show, going, it's slow, it's this, it's that. I don't understand. Why is this being explained? It's like, dude, we're still 4 episodes in, man. There's 4 left to go. Just be patient. And you'll get your answers. Or if you don't,
what do they want? What are they? What was supposed to happen?
I don't know. And that's the thing. I think people don't know what they want, or they wanted more of the same thing, and they're getting a show that is evolving and changing, and the storylines are going in a direction that they're like, I don't want the story to go in this direction. I just want more of this. And it's like, well, that's how a show becomes stagnant and boring. The shows have to grow. They have to evolve. These characters have to grow. They have to go off in their own directions. Different things have to happen, right? And that's, we talked about Andor too. The same people who are complaining that the show is Andor is slow, I can't stand it, blah, blah, are the same ones at the end going, oh my God, this is brilliant. This is Star Wars for adults. I love this, blah, blah, blah. And then go, I don't think I can go back to Mando now because it seems so immature and so lame. It's like, oh my God. It just, you know what? I said it before, different narratives. It's a rich, diverse universe. You can have different types of stories being told in different ways. It's okay. They can't all be the same thing. From animated to different live action shows, you've got that spectrum of storytelling, and if they do interweave, that's amazing too. But I mean, I'm super biased. Straight up, super biased. I've worked on the show. I believe in the makers of this show, in the creative talents involved in the show. I see the level of dedication and care, and it irks me personally when I see people poo-pooing it and just kind of going, oh my God, it's so this, it's so that. It's like, then you do the show. You make a show. And all I have to say is, for all these outlets that are criticizing the show as well, watch out, because after a certain point, they're going to go, okay, then we don't, why bother making it? Because if all you're going to do is shit all over every decision or choice that's made, Okay.
Hearing you say that though makes me feel good about who I choose to follow on social media because I'm not seeing any of that. I'm seeing, the people I'm following are loving it and enjoying
I'm not
it.
following it. This is all
Yeah,
just hashtags
just like
that
stuff
come
that
up.
pops up.
Yeah, these are
But,
hashtags that come up, and it's just like.
So I feel good about that. Good job, community, to be positive, right?
Yes.
But I kind of agree with what Tommy's saying too. Like, I think there have been some storylines that I didn't think would get resolved in the first couple episodes of the season, and they've blown through them, like the whole reaching the waters story, right? Like who thought we would see that in the first couple episodes of the season? I thought that would drag out the whole season. So for me, it's exciting because they're getting through the story quicker than I thought, which means there's more story to get to.
Yeah.
And we have no idea what's going to happen, right? And to me, that's really exciting.
Paul, that's a cool point you brought up about like bringing back Ahmed Best and giving them another chance in the spotlight. It kind of like when you talk about the prequels, it's like prequels on their own weren't that well-rounded until Filoni did Clone Wars to kind of fill in those gaps, and that's their work. Who's also involved in doing this now. It's kind of like a mirror. A parallel between those two, which I thought when you brought it up, that's pretty cool. Ernie, yourself this episode?
I was going to say all the same stuff that Paul said. I mean, that's it. It really is. You should really make him go last, but I was just saying so. I was going to say all that too. Now I have nothing to say, but I'm just a prospect, so that's okay.
Now over to you.
Yeah. Kevin, how did you feel? No, for reals. I mean, it's literally, I was going to say the same exact shit. It's just, what a time for us to be a Star Wars fan right now, because what we're getting, nobody's predicting. I haven't seen one person call anything from cartoons to live action to anything. Nobody has gotten it. Nobody has gotten any of these shows. The Obi-Wan with Leia to this with, Kelleran being the one to save him. The cartoon's taking a different way, and everybody's speculations, is Bo going to do this? She going to turn on them, and everything is. Wish I was working on this show. I'd bring Paul the freshest coffee every damn time. Here you go, sir.
He would never forget his boba.
Just like you like it. Yes, everything all the time. I told you no red M&Ms. Yeah, so I feel the same way because, and it's that, and so it goes to the thing of. Are you really mad because your story isn't working out? Is that what it is? Because all your predictions that you say the way it should go and this and that? Because nobody is getting this, nobody anything. It's the best storytelling that we've gotten in so long. And it still continues with what we originally fell in love with. From the action to the campiness to even bringing in like light effects. Like I hate that when people are like, oh, did you see the way those effects were done? And I'm like, yeah, have you seen the original? Like, we have different times here and you need to stay in a timeline so that it continues on if you were to watch, from this one to that one. And I don't understand it either, but I love where we're at as a fan. I'm into all the shows. It's amazing to get here and sit and talk about a 30-minute episode each time for 2 hours and to go over it because of our love. And so it's awesome. And for me, it's all this lore that I'm getting that is now the canon part, because we had so much in the day of you had to do this and piece it together. There was no internet. It was just nerds talking and going over books and comics and, well, how about this? And then you fantasized about this type of thing. And now it's actually sitting here in front of us once again, right in front of us. And they're doing an amazing job. So.
Yeah, Ernie, it's probably those people who don't like their fan theories being called out as wrong, and I think all those fans can take a page out of your book when your theories are thrown in your face to accept it as graciously as you do. The fandom would be a lot more enjoyable some of the time.
Yeah. How do you feel, Kevin?
Oh, I watched it twice that same day on Wednesday. It was so much fun and just nonstop. Someone in the chat wrote, "Great episode, Billy D. Williams," and that cracked me up. It's not. It's just a joke from our stream today. But yeah, I kind of forgot. It was so good. I forgot what was happening with the scientists with
Omega.
Dr. Pershing.
Dr. Pershing, Elia King. There was no mention of them here. I'm waiting to see what's happening in the future. I caught up on everything on all the episodes with my wife this week. We were having a conversation like, how does that fit in? What's going to happen? How is this going to help? You know, what story was the point of bringing that back? What is that going to add to? What is that going to explain? Like, what's the point of that? So it was really good. We were able to catch up and have conversations like that. It was a lot of fun. I watched it twice at the same time. One more thing I wanted to bring up: if you have kids, you want to watch, like, introduce them to Star Wars and things like that. There's a new show, Young Jedi Adventures, that's coming out on May the 4th, I believe, and there's 3 new shorts that are available on the YouTube playlist. This is the Star Wars Disney Junior channel playlist. I think these are set in the Old Republic, because I made a joke. I'm like, oh,
High
they're
Republic.
younglings. What's that?
High Republic.
High Republic. Sorry, I'm like, oh, these kids are all gonna get slaughtered by Anakin. Like, don't get attached to these characters. But it's a different timeline, so you're good. Just yeah, you can have your kids watch this. That's one last thing.
I met a couple of those voice actors, a couple of the kids who were doing voices for that at the premiere.
Oh,
Really
cool.
nice. Yeah, very excited. Very excited.
They were, or you were, or both?
Both. They were great. It was great. It was like really cool, just sort of chatting with them, and they're very excited about the series that's coming out, and they're very nice. And yeah, no, I've done some voice work too, so it's always fun just chatting with them about their experiences and whatnot. So, and you know, they're involved in Star Wars, and so they were over the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
They've been waiting their whole lives, Paul. You
Yes, literally. Yeah, I know how that feels.
Ooh, I have a bold prediction for this season.
What's that?
Tarzan Teva becomes a Mandalorian. And we never see Paul's face, just voice acting ever.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
What is your bucket gonna look like? Will you sign my bucket? I'll have to get one immediately.
Look at this guy. He didn't even answer his own first question. He's like, "Can I have it in my shrine?"
Yeah. I need to get a bigger shrine now.
Whoops. He joins. Plastic says, "How are you still going? How can you go longer than 2 episodes combined? That's not how time works." Yeah, we can't talk about the show
Because
longer
time is
than it
both
actually
fast
takes
and
place.
slow. That's why.
Yes.
And if we go from West Coast to East Coast,
Yeah.
It's
Oh well.
loophole.
We're going East Coast to West Coast.
right? So we're going back in time.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Free time. It's not a spoiler. It's a prediction, and I'm gonna be pissed if I'm wrong.
What if at the end the Mandalorian is actually referring to Grogu?
He becomes the Mandalore.
He's the Mandalorian.
He's a Mandalorian.
I'm just
Ooh.
scared how his
I have
voice
another
is going to
theory.
be then.
I have another theory. I think Ezra is going to train Grogu.
Ezra's going to show up and train him.
Eventually, you know?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like
We're
this.
talking later because we know that's coming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that'd be pretty good. That's cool.
Because we know that
Ezra trains him and
Ezra's
Jason.
into the Mandalorians, you know?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Ezra trains him and Jason
He's-
and
well,
Rex's
because the whole
kid?
thing, like Luke and Ahsoka didn't want to train Grogu because they were worried about his attachment, right?
uh-huh.
And I think Ezra embraces that, right? Like
To use it.
his attachment to his rebel family is what made him a stronger Jedi. So I feel like he can appreciate that with Grogu. And
Yeah, because of the way he was taught. Luke is still
Yeah.
on that whole Jedi thing. I mean, we even see that for the last of the trilogy, right? Of how he wanted it strong and like that, and all his ways to change. But that's a great point because Ezra's not, and neither was Ahsoka. Ahsoka's like, I'm no Jedi, so she was there. So if it was somebody totally different, and to accept it, he could become the Mandalore. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
good one. And now if it doesn't happen, we riot. Oh no.
Plasty, I don't know if you heard earlier, there's another clip to add to the armor montage. You had to make a new one from tonight. But yeah, crazy episode. Again, 28 hours. Is that how it works when we're at this time? 28 hours away from the next episode. We're 40
31
minutes
for
away.
you guys.
40 minutes away from this stream starting over again. We have to start it over for the West Coast in 30 minutes at the 3-hour mark.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been an awesome stream, and I don't know. It sucks that we have it. Sometimes it's hard for me to wait that many days to come talk to you guys about it this far away. But the chat's here and everyone's here, and it's a lot of fun. People still show up, so we're gonna keep it moving, right? It's people still tuning in. I appreciate it, and everyone, if you're watching a replay, let me know what you're thinking. Ryan, yeah, how do the Mandalorians go to kiss and they forget they have helmets on and they just keep like clanging their helmets?
What if they just keep their eyes closed?
An air kiss inside the buckets?
Yeah, no, like you have your eyes closed. You take
and
off
then
your
you
bucket.
take it off.
What if they're in complete darkness?
There is that too.
Because you can't see. What was that? The sketch, or not the sketch? The scene with Migs Mayfeld. It's like, can you not take off your helmet, or what is it? Can nobody? There's that scene when they're driving in the car.
Yeah. Does it have to be completely off your head? Is it no one can see your face? Can you like have it sort of perched and it's still kind of on?
Yeah.
Right. Because they alluded to a relationship between him and Xi'an, right? She was that her name?
Yeah. Right.
Harley Quinn? Yeah.
Which was
Harley
there
Quinn.
was.
They lift the helmet drinking suit. Yeah, again. And as the episodes go on, you see more things being added to the mythos of this creed. Just a lovely show going forward. What if it's not Billy D. Williams? Come on. How do you know if you like the face of the person?
Yeah, see, and then if you do the dark, then you can run into a Goonie situation, and then you could be kissing his little brother. So good.
And on that note, this is what happens when we get the four of us back together. It's just an awesome time here.
With half of us on cough medicine or cold medicine, some kind of medicine.
I'm on medicine. New episodes 20 some odd hours away. We'll be back a week from today talking about episode 5. So if you like what's going on here, please make sure. Oh, sorry, I'm stealing Yoko's spot. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll send it over to Ernie first. Ernie, you're coming up Wednesday. What's going on your channel?
Yes, sir. Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Fallen Fett Chronicles on YouTube. That's that all right there. Go subscribe right now. Give a follow. Check out all the past episodes and join me this Wednesday night. And then right after that is the Sarlacc Digest. And then Thursdays with Toy Migos with They're Not Dolls for all your toy news. And then back here on Monday.
Yoko, you're going last, right? Because you have the best outros. Paul, how about you, sir?
I've got my live stream back up on the air. My YouTube channel is Bitter Asian Dude Inc. Join us on Sundays, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern for Fun Boxing Sundays, where I basically open up a geeky collectible, do a half-ass review, and we chat. There's a drinking game and trivia as well. That's right. Tommy K and we are getting together our first annual trivia league that's going to be happening, and you got to participate in it.
A league?
It's going to take, we're working out the details, but so far here's what we've kind of sketched out, is the fact that it will take place over 6 weeks. It will be an aggregate score of your top 3 scores, and then the winners of that will be put into another pool for the Grand Champions League of Trivia, where the winner will come away with a large, substantially fun prize. So we're going to work out the details for that. More details will emerge once we figure it all out.
Are we allowed to play or not?
What's that?
Are we allowed to play or not?
Yeah, you can play.
We're allowed.
You can play.
Okay. I didn't know.
I can't play.
Especially
I do play.
you, Ernie.
So you're the only one. Yeah, I was yelling yesterday. Good job, Tommy, on those questions, man.
So we got that again. That'll be on Bitter Asian Dude Inc. on YouTube. And on Twitch, and I'm also broadcasting on Facebook Live because I'm diversifying. Also, my Instagram channel at Angry Up. I have really random Instagram live where I do unbox some other geeky collectibles and answer questions. So give me a follow on Instagram, and make sure you see those notifications when I do go live. It's usually when I'm bored. So.
Did you pull anything good on that last one?
Oh, the last one? No, I didn't do it. I didn't do a blind. I didn't do a box break. What I did was.
I thought you had the new ones.
Yeah, Micro Galaxy Squadrons. No, I just opened up some ships that I had there and answered some questions. That's all.
My bad.
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, sorry. I was listening. Oh, wait.
I was there.
I know. Yes.
I was there.
Yoko's always there.
I haven't. Yuko has no life.
No, Yoko's a great supporter.
Good save, Ernie. Well, you can always fly back to Toronto, Yoko, and hang out. Yesterday
maybe
I went
I
to.
will.
Take me this time.
Okay, let's go.
Swing by and pick me up.
Swing by.
Yes.
Swing this plane
All on
around.
the same coast. You're
Yeah.
saving
Yes.
3 hours.
Yes.
Saving 3 hours. Yesterday I went to the Awesome Toy Show in Mississauga, Ontario. It's a really great new-ish toy show in the Greater Toronto area, and definitely give them a follow. Check it out. I'm gonna do a video vlog from the show yesterday, and unboxing Thursdays this week, every week at 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you are subscribed here. Thank you for tuning in. And last but not least, Yoko, what have you got going on this week?
I'll be back on Twitch tomorrow. I'm still working on the Lego Is that the Razor Crest?
I pulled
Is that
up
what I'm
Paul and
building?
tried to look through your screen.
Yeah, the Razor Crest is what I'm building.
I was too. Trying to look around.
Wow, brain fart for a second.
Razor Crest.
So I'll be working on that tomorrow, 7:30ish Pacific time, maybe a little earlier. And then what did we call it?
Twitch twice Tuesdays?
Yes, Twitch twice Tuesdays. So we'll be back with a midnight 30 tomorrow night. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good one. So we'll be back for that tomorrow.
Everyone's a good one.
And that's Livin' La Vida Yoko on Twitch.
Yes, all the links are in the video description below. Tin Manuel Miranda says, thanks for the stream. Thank you
Thanks, Tim.
for tuning in the whole time. We're about to start the East Coast stream all over again. It's like a theater. You have multiple shows a day.
Right.
Do this.
But yeah, thank you, everyone. Yoko, you want to...
Time to wrap this up. If you see Captain Hauser, let him know I'm looking for him. And hit that thumbs up on the way out. I just did.
Wait, what does that mean? You're looking like the figure?
No.
Oh no.
The person?
Got his eye on Hauser.
Oh, okay. Sorry, please continue.
I know. God, I was like on such a roll there too, Kev. Thanks a lot.
I wanted to
Now
make
I'm-
sure I got the figure for you.
Yeah, I got the wrong named figure, somewhere. Anyway, as I was saying, hit that thumbs up and that notification bell. Make sure you're following and or subscribed on the platform that you're watching this on. And we'll keep those compliments coming. Great stream. Thanks, guys. Greater outros. Next week, don't forget to watch 2 episodes of Bad Batch simultaneously while you also watch The Mandalorian. We're going to have a lot to talk about next week. Bring your tissues, I think. It's going to be a sad one for Bad Batch.
Oh.
Don't you think? I
Yeah,
think.
they're all gonna die.
Why
Use
aren't
a
they
think-
out-
They're going to die.
Use a think they're gonna die?
Roger.
Oh, nice.
Man.
It'll be one
Yeah.
big.
And roll credits.
We still need to do our Duel of the Fates.
Oh,
Do we?
Where it's just our voices.
Do we?
We need
Yeah,
a
we do.
drinking
yeah, I
game.
forgot about that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that over on Funboxing Sunday one day.
Heck yeah.
Got to do the takeover.
Just let us know. Do it on a Thursday. I'm free on Thursdays, apparently.
Yeah.
You doing anything on Thursday?
Nah. No, we'll
Good.
stream Thursday. Was there more?
No, that was plenty. You know.
Yeah, just hit the thumb, Paul. That's what the Mandalorians do. That's how they keep their helmet on
Yes.
when they do a kiss.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lift it so you can't see their faces. They didn't say anything about their mouths.
No, they didn't.
They did? They got to do the. All right, everybody. That's the outro. Same outro every week, but better. Thank you for tuning in. Please follow my amazing friends on all their respective channels. And thank you for being here. We'll see you a week from today for more Star Wars or Unboxing Thursdays. Or I love seeing familiar names in everyone's chats on their channels. So that's the beauty of this whole thing. Have yourselves a great evening and keep toying around. Peace.
Hopefully next week we don't have to discuss mating.
Do you think they take their helmets off?
Meeting.
Wait,
Mating.
who's mating?
I don't know. I mean, clones?
Good love and knocking helmets all night
Mandalorians?
long.
Who else do we need to investigate?
Who else is doing it?
Jedis with Force.
Oh,
I mean,
That gives
Yoda and Yaddle definitely.
oh,
And there's Grogu.
I would like to see the baby.
this month? Really?